You are listening to Take Back with Zach, where we cover the hottest topics in the sporting world, including deep dives into the greatest teams to ever exist, the Lakers, the Chargers, and the Anaheim Angels, as well as the other news from around the world of sports. Available everywhere you get your podcasts, and the video available on YouTube. This is the first hour of a 4-hour live show on Twitch and YouTube, so if you like this, you're going to love the live show. Tune in Monday and Wednesday from 2 to 6-ish p.m. and Friday from 1 to 4 today. On today's show, we are going to be covering the final NBA play-in game. We're going to be doing a look ahead at round 1. The NBA first-round predictions, like I just said 1 second ago, a little bit of a look into the NHL playoffs and much, much more. But first, we begin this show the exact same way every single day, which is with the verse of the day. Today's verse comes to you from 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Don't you realize that you together are the temple of God and that the Spirit of God lives in you? God will destroy anyone who destroys this temple, for God's temple is holy and you are that temple. Stop deceiving yourselves. If you think you are wise by the world's standards, you need to become a fool to be truly wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness to God. As the scriptures say, he traps the wise in the snare of their own cleverness. And again, the Lord knows the thoughts of the wise. He knows they are worthless. So don't boast about following a particular human leader, for everything belongs to you, whether Paul or Apollos or Peter or the world or life and death, or the present and the future. Everything belongs to you, and you belong to Christ, and Christ belongs to God. Truly a banger and exactly what we needed on this beautiful day. Shout out to everybody who's joining the show. Love to see you. We also do the movie of the day. Yay! Today's movie of the day is Anchorman. Thought today would be a good day to get a laugh. Will Ferrell is Ron Burgundy, a top-rated 70s San Diego anchorman who believes women have a place in the newsroom as long as they stick to covering fashion shows or late-breaking cooking stories. So when Ron is told he'll be working with a bright young newswoman who's beautiful, ambitious, and smart enough to be more than eye candy, it's not just a clash of two TV people with really great hair, it's war. Filled with wicked wit and slapstick humor, Anchorman is this year's most wildly irreverent must-see comedy hit. No mistakes. No mistakes at all. Before we get into any of the NBA play-in or playoff stuff, there is a story that came across the timeline. This morning I got news, as many of you did, that Garrett Anderson has passed away. Garrett Anderson was my favorite baseball player growing up. He was so much more than just a baseball player with one of the most beautiful swings in MLB history. He was more than a 3-time All-Star. And he was more than a home run derby champion. He was more than a World Series champion. Garrett Anderson was an incredible man on and off the field. In 2002, the Angels won the World Series, in which was my first sports memory ever, and it's something I've been chasing. It's a high that I've been chasing ever since. Watching them win the World Series was the first time I saw my whole neighborhood celebrate something. I saw my whole city celebrate something that brought us all together. And it was the coolest thing in the world because the guy in Game 7 who had the game-winning bases clearing double to win in Game 7 and ultimately win the game for the Angels and the World Series. I got to meet that man the very next day. He showed up at my school. Garrett Anderson's daughter was in my grade. She went to elementary school with me. We were friends, kindergarten through 8th grade. I know her, and I know her siblings, her younger siblings, and she was the oldest of 3. I got to know the Anderson family very well because he was graciously, do you remember in school when you'd have in elementary school, you'd have an end of year, summer party at someone's house, and it was oh, we got to have a pool party at Billy Joe's house. His mom's cooking. She's wearing a bikini. That's weird because we're in kindergarten. Anyways, we would have the end of the year party at Garrett Anderson's house. He would allow the school basically to come to his home, and he'd open up the backyard, and he wasn't even there most of the time because a lot of the times he was on the road playing baseball. But the day after the Angels won the World Series, Garrett Anderson showed up to my class, and he brought 25 baseballs with him. And he sat there. He was probably still buzzed from the night before, but he sat there and he signed a baseball for every single kid in his daughter's class. And I got to be one of those kids, and I received a signed ball from Garrett Anderson. And at the time, I remember saying to myself, I want nothing more than to be a baseball player like him, to be a guy like Garrett Anderson, to be an athlete like him, because I saw the impact that he had, not just on the fans in the stadium, but on my life directly, and all the kids in that class's lives directly. Every single year my Little League did, or Angel Stadium would do something called Little League Days, where they allowed all of the Little Leaguers to come to the field and essentially walk along the warning track. And we got to be there early, and we got to meet some of the players, and some guys would get the opportunity to run a ball out to the players before the game started and play some catch with some of the guys. It was a really cool thing that the Angels do, and I think they still do it. But every single season I would be walking along the warning track, and I would pass by the dugout, and I would see Garrett Anderson, and I would say, "Mr. Anderson, it's Zach." And he'd say, "Hi, Zach, how you doing?" I'd say, "Do you remember me?" And he's like, "Yes, of course I remember you." Garrett Anderson was a great man. He was a Christian man. He loved the Lord. And he was not afraid to share about his faith either. Ultimately, I know that he's now in heaven. And one day his kids and his wife and his family, and you and I, will get the opportunity to see him again one day. But he was my favorite player by a lot. By a lot. He was a role model. He was someone I looked up to. He was someone I wanted to be. He was someone I wanted to model my game after. He was not a talkative man. He was not a flashy man. He didn't care about the limelight. He didn't care about doing interviews. He didn't care about making a brand for himself. He didn't have TikTok. Fool. He just went in and did his job for 17 seasons. He went in and did his job for 17 seasons. He didn't ask for more. He didn't ask for too much. He didn't carry himself as better than anybody else on the field. All Garrett Anderson was at the end of the day was a fantastic baseball player and an even better man. He was my favorite player, dude. And on April 17th, he has passed away in the morning. And I just can't describe it as anything other than tragedy. I don't know the situation. No one knows if he was sick or the situation around the passing. I couldn't think of something that matters less, though, than what actually happened. All I know is he's leaving behind amazing children. Amazing children. His daughter grew up to be one of the greatest people, nicest women. Not flashy, doesn't care about the limelight either, much like her dad. Strong believer. His son is very, very similar. His son who carries his name, Garrett Anderson III. It's a tragic, tragic loss for that family, for Southern California, for Angels fans across the world and across the globe, but especially Angels fans that called this home, because Garrett Anderson called this home his entire life. He cared about Tustin. He cared about Santa Ana and Orange and Anaheim. He cared about these places. He gave money. He gave a lot of money to his church. He cared about doing good in the world, yet he didn't care about being known for it. He was a silent hero. He cared about the kids, cared about us. He represented himself in just such a great way, and I'm heartbroken this morning. This was the only player that would really, really, really make me feel this way. Outside of when LeBron dies. Dude, when LeBron dies, I'm going to be a mess. Now I'm just thinking about the LeBron funeral tour. Before they lower him to grave. From Lower Marion High School in Akron, Ohio. Every single time I went on that field, and every single time I saw him picking up his kids from school, or at a summer camp party, or at church, I would say, hello, Mr. Anderson. He would say, hello, how you doing? He was always so kind and so generous. And on this day of celebration for the National Basketball Association, the fact that they got it right with the 65-game rule and Luka Doncic, on a day where we watch Anchorman behind me, as a day without Tony Casillas, but one where we go live at 3 p.m., 2 p.m. on TikTok to talk ball and take calls and talk about the NBA play-in ad nauseum. I wanted to make sure to start this day with a special eulogy to Garrett Anderson. I'm sorry, fellas. We got a long day ahead of us, too. So, my goal was to get it all out of my system, and unfortunately, there is still some in there. I could just cry for the next 45 minutes if you guys would like me to do that, but I think most of us would like to move on with the show, as T-Town Greg has just subbed for 7 months. Thank you, T-Town Greg. Thank you. Thank you, Dad. If you could just do me one favor today, fellas. Veenies and weenies and everything in between is, it's not a tiger piss. It is a Trader Joe's French vanilla cold brew coffee, 100% Arabica coffee. I keep trying out new energy drinks instead of just sticking to the same one that works. The yerba mates are absolutely destroying me and helping me just absolutely crush and dominate this show. So instead of just loading up on yerba mate, I've decided to switch to French vanilla cold brew. And guess what? I'm doing an experiment, and so far, French vanilla cold brew makes me cry like a baby. It'd be funny if it wasn't even the Garrett Anderson thing, and it's like the doctor's like, it's actually the coffee. And I'm like, oh, are you sure, boss? Do you call your doctor boss, or do you call him sir? Hey, Doc Boss. If you could do one thing for me today, fellas, it would be to send a prayer to the Anderson family, to the Halos family, and reach out to your dad and tell them you love them. Pops, I love you. Go Halos. This is quite the start to the power hour. Dude, you're like, wow, if he's crying like this over Garrett Anderson, imagine what he's going to do when LeBron dies. Or when the Lakers lose in 4 to the Rockets. Someone just reach out to your dad today. Let him know that you love him. You never know when it's their last time here, brother. I'm very excited for the rest of today's show. Shout out to XD1, Oreo the Cat, Bullet Slinger is in here, Big Dot Studios in here, Derpy is in here, DMing me on Instagram. My DMs are open, brother. Derpy's like, yo, I sent you something on IG, bro. Peep it out. Check it out. I'm starting to get to the point where like these random influencer marketing things that don't work at all are hitting me up on Instagram being like, hey, we love your page. We'd love to sponsor you. It's good signs, bro. We also got 3 follows in the middle of the night. Bowman, number 1, Zach, and Boba Rex followed in the middle of the night. That's a new thing that's happening as well. What's happening is we're getting follows in the middle of the night on Twitch and subs in the middle of the night when I don't even post anything. So we are growing this show, and a big reason I think the show is growing is because of NBA post-game shows on TBWZ. If you guys have not tuned into one, you can ask XD1. I am unhinged. I am very, very crazy. The combination of being tired, late night caffeinated, and just crazed with basketball, for whatever reason, it creates this concoction, this combo deep within my loins that forces me to be an absolute animal. So, I'm not saying it's better than this show, because this show's my B-A-B-Y, my baby. B-A-B-Y, baby. But that show is fun and hilarious. So, if you are around tonight, please tune in for the NBA postgame show. As I said earlier, I wanted to start today with previewing what we have tonight, which is a Hornets versus Magic battle for the 8th seed and a Warriors versus Suns battle for the same. I could jump right into my predictions if you guys would like, but during my predictions, I know the phone lines are closed. If you want to call into the show and give your thoughts on the games, please do that. We do not have Tony Casillas this day, so we'll be going rolling through the first hour all the way till 2 and then going live on TikTok.com. I'm going to be there, namely, for my streak. Oreo hops in, gets his streak, says goodnight, and hops out. Oreo had a baseball game last night. He was 1 for 2 and got on, but his team got mercied, so he didn't get many more at-bats. But, hey, batting 500, brother. Locked it down in left field, apparently, so shout out to Oreo the Cat. We will be doing a daily or weekly recap on Oreo the Cat's Little League adventures, if that is still what you are in. Let's jump straight into okay. I was trying to say Charlotte Hornets, but instead I said Harlot Cornets. The Harlots. Isn't that like what you call a woman who like is like how do I put this? Loose with her morals? It's not, but it's like a rec league. Okay. Shout out to Oreo the Cat for his rec league. Charlotte is 3-1 this season against the Magic, so we will start there. If you know anything about records, that is good. OMG, the Mets stink so bad. Matt Shaw doubles off the Ivy, Another run scores. It's 8-3. Sean Manaea is getting shelled right now out of the bullpen. Sean Manaea, historically a starter in this league, is coming out of the bullpen and just absolutely getting shelled at Wrigley Field. My favorite stadium in the world. No, it's still Fenway. Wrigley is awesome, though. The area surrounding Wrigley is so sick. The weird part about it, and not weird, whatever, it's where all the gays live. For whatever reason, in America, gays like to centralize and locate amongst themselves and be like, hey, we're going to take over this city. We're going to put rainbows all over the place. We're going to paint the curbs for whatever reason. In California, it's West Hollywood. That is the gay capital of California. In Chicago, it's Wrigleyville, right? Why? I don't know. That's where the Cubs play. They're like gays and baseball. It goes hand in hand. Cubs, Bears. Right? Beavers, Twinks. Where do you find yourself on the scale? Call in today with where you are. Are you a beaver, a bear, an otter, or a twink? An otter is one that I didn't know existed, but it does. But yeah, all the gays live in Wrigleyville. Why that matters to the show, I don't know. But Wrigleyville is awesome. There's a lot of cool bars and stuff like that. In Pittsburgh, it's the whole north side. Okay, so comment today with what city you're at and where do all the gays live. I'm creating a hot map for TBWZ. So we're creating a hot map where all the gays live across America, and that's where we're going to be doing our first TBWZ meetups. We're going to be going straight to the clubs. We're going to be hanging out with all the boys. Because you're safe. I do say my main demographic is men, so if I'm going to meet men and be on the show, I might as well do it in Gay World. Welcome to Gay World. Charlotte is 3-1 this season against the Magic, and the Magic looked terrible on Wednesday night. We had no games last night, which is fine. I know, Oreo. I'm sorry. That deserves a big what. I know. What? Orlando looked horrible in that game on Thursday or on Wednesday, purely because a fire amusement park name, Gay World. When I went to Mr. Beast, I probably shouldn't even say this. There's only 6 of you in here. Is there anybody on YouTube or Facebook? I'm streaming live on YouTube and Facebook.com. It doesn't look like it. My numbers are all off because my OBS is not tracking that right now, which is very frustrating, but whatever. When I went and visited Mr. Beast at Beast World, I was talking to Tariq and Chandler, and I was asking, and one of his producers, his name was Ryan, really, really cool dude. But I was talking to some of his producers, and I was like, what's the end game, Spence? What's the thing that Jimmy wants to do? And very plainly, they said to me, Jimmy wants to be Walt Disney. That is the grand scheme. So, in Greenville, North Carolina, within the next decade, I do think we are going to get a new amusement park in America to rival Disneyland, and we're going to call it Beast World. That's breaking news on TBWZ. I'm not even going to clip that because it's low-key, low-key, low-key. But before we talk about Beast World in Charlotte, North Carolina, we might as well talk about Disney World in Orlando, Florida, where the Hornets are going to be traveling to take on the Magic. He had Mr. Beast World already in Abu Dhabi. He did it as a part of the Riyadh Festival for the bone saw, journalist killing, women hijabbing, covering Muslim people of Saudi Arabia. So, no, that doesn't count in my opinion. Like I said, the Hornets are 3-1 against Orlando. Okay. Reading is really difficult right now. The words all make sense, but reading is very impossible right now for me. In Saudi Arabia, it was like a 5-day gimmick. Exactly, Oreo. You are arguing with yourself right now. Shout out to you. You sound like me. Charlotte is 3-1 and 2-0 at Orlando this season. The only win that Orlando had was back in the very, very beginning of the season when the Hornets looked like a tanking team. The Hornets let Miami back into the game on Tuesday. I know they struggled to hold them off in the end. They probably should have lost that game if Kobe White doesn't hit that shot. But they have enough offensive firepower, in my opinion, to get this thing done. I don't think Charlotte played very well in that game. The two best three-point shooters on that team and in the league pretty much in LaMelo Ball and Con Knippel combined for 2 for 23 from behind the arc. And they still found a way to win that game. Charlotte shot 32% from 3. They put up 56 three-point shots, and they only made 32% of them. They were 44% from the field. They had a very, very, very poor shooting night in Charlotte, and they still found a way to win that game. That game was a home game for Charlotte, and they still struggled to shoot. Usually what we see in the playoffs is the team struggles to shoot on the road, especially a young team like Charlotte. But we did not get that out of the Hornets. We got a very, very poor shooting performance at home by their two best players especially. Con Knippel's probably hurt with a back injury. We can talk about that later. And they still found a way to beat the Miami Heat because of the intensity that they play with on offense. I don't think they shoot that bad again tonight. No shot they shoot that bad again tonight against Orlando. An Orlando team that let Tyrese Maxey feast all over them. I don't think there's any shot that they play as bad against Miami as they do against Orlando tonight. I think Charlotte continues to roll. I think they shoot a lot better from three. I think LaMelo continues to have a good game. And I do think Colin Knippel does have a bounce back. Eyes on it, though. Kobe White is him low-key. Absolutely. If Colin Knippel shoots poorly again tonight, we're on fraud watch for Colin Knippel. Officially on fraud watch. For Orlando, Paolo Banchero has to be great. He has to be the best player on the floor. I saw he made one of his last 15 shots in that game that they lost, kind of got blown out by Philly. Your best player cannot do that. Mania continues to get shelled as it's now 9-3. Shaw scores on a passed ball. Jeez, Mania's getting absolutely shelled. Number one, Zachy Man fan. Hi. Hello. Paolo Banchero, he dominates the ball on offense and was a massive reason as to why the team got blown out by Philly. If he just plays a normal game, he should be good. But Paolo Banchero this entire season has not played up to expectations. He's a career low in points outside of his rookie year. 3-point percentage, 3-point made, field goal percentage. He's having an off year. I think if anything, Paolo Banchero this entire season was trying to figure out, okay, who's the other guy on this team, right? Is it Anthony Black? Is it Jalen Suggs? I talked a lot of crap on Anthony Black, and he turned out to have a really good game. So, can he improve that tonight? Absolutely. Is it Franz Wagner? He's hurt. He's not playing well. He is hurt. Who do you think wins the Calder in the NHL this season? I don't even know what trophy that is, bro. I don't even know the name of that trophy. I do apologize. Wow. We also are going to talk about the Stanley Cup playoffs. I'm working on getting an NHL expert to call into the show daily to give us NHL updates. So, continue to tune in for that. I will be announcing that on Instagram and Twitter if that does come true. If you do not follow me on Twitter, please take back with Zach. Everywhere on social media, if you don't follow somewhere, please just hit the follow button. It helps me out. Paulo has not had the season he's expected. He's been good. He's just not been great. And in order to be good as the Magic, for the Magic to continue to advance, I need Paolo Banchero to be absolutely incredible. Wow. Chumnov just gave out 16 community subs. What on earth is happening? It's money turning me on. Hey! It's money turning me on. Got a nigga gone. Hey! Wow. In honor of Garrett Anderson, thank you so much. Who got a sub? Galactic Venom? Mark Martin? Ron Mexico? CD Smooth? Desi, Hammer Dong got one. Neck got one. Everyday Ty, Masu, Monkey. Krakus, King Zeke, Brittany. Let's go. Thank you, Chumnov. That is the best possible thing you could do to honor Garrett Anderson today is by giving me money. Just kidding. It was much more than that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot. For real, for real. To continue on with the Hornets in the Magic game. Man, that was so nice. Number one, Zach fan's a hockey nerd, FYI. Brother, shoot me a DM on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitch, or TikTok, or join our Discord as well, and let's talk. Oreo, if you're in here, if you could drop a link to the Discord and then pin that would be very, very helpful as well. But I like Wendell Carter a lot, okay? He struggled really, really badly against the Bigs in Philly, and Joel Embiid did not even play. I think those struggles continue tonight. Moose and Cockbrenner should be able to dominate the boards and score inside. That's where I think the game gets won tonight. The front court of Charlotte is going to win the game for them tonight. I expect a big game from the Bigs in Charlotte and ultimately a win for the Hornets. So yes, I do have the Hornets beating the Magic and advancing on to play the Pistons in the NBA playoffs. Boom. There it is. There's the Discord. If you want to join there and DM me there, number one, Zachy Man fan, we might have you just be our hockey expert because we do need to cover the Stanley Cup. I at the beginning of the year, I can share this with you guys. So, looks just horrible. I started this predictions. I started this predictions Google sheet to track all of my predictions. So on October 10th, I predicted that Cam Scadaboo is going to join the Hall of Fame. So this one is going to take a while to hear from. Bears win 30-14, top 5 backs 5 years from now. I don't know what this is, so I'm just going to delete this. And then I also said, Jamar Chase is never allowed on the show. So that's something I said on here. But I thought it'd be funny to look at my Stanley Cup predictions from October 8th. Wow. It's over 6 months ago, fellas. We've been doing this show for over 6 months now. This was I think my second or third show when I did my Stanley Cup predictions. But I picked 5 teams that could win the Stanley Cup, and only one of them has made the playoffs. Ooh, that stinks out loud. Yeah, number. The only team I actually picked that would make the playoffs or have a chance is the Stars. Unless the Kings snuck in. Did the Kings sneak in? Anybody anywhere? Everybody knows about the Jones girls. Oh my gosh, ESPN stinks. Did the Kings get in? Oh, the Kings got in. So I do have the Kings and the Stars. They'd play each other in the second round, though. Okay, did anybody else get in? No. So I predicted the Kings and the Stars. The Stars got a terrible bid facing the Wild. I hate how the NHL does the playoff brackets. Basically, the division has a mini tournament, and then we go into conference stuff. It's kind of annoying. So the Golden Knights have a very easy route because I don't think the Oilers have been playing very good hockey. I think the Golden Knights should get out of this thing. But the Stars, Avalanche, Wild are all knotted up, and only one of those teams is getting out to make the conference finals. I don't think that is right at all. I think those teams should be on opposite sides of the bracket, but whatever. I don't do the bidding for the NHL. But yeah, I predicted horribly wrong, so shout out to that. For the NBA season, I predicted Victor Wembanyama to be the MVP. Wrong. Ace Bailey to be the Rookie of the Year. The Sixers to win the East and the championship. And the Rockets to win the West. Terrible, terrible, awful, no good, very, very bad day. Who was that guy? Was it David? Not wrong yet. True, Oreo. The Sixers could go on a run. Was it David in the terribly, terribly no good, very, very bad day? Awesome number. I'll do it after the show. Does anybody remember the book David in the terrible, terrible, no good, very, very bad day? Or is it just me? Also, Wemby MVP is not wrong yet. True. If I get that one right, that's hilarious. So I do have the Hornets moving on against the Magic and the Warriors and the Suns. Brother. The Warriors pulled off a miracle win against the Clippers, all fueled by an insane performance from Steph Curry down the stretch. I'm not sitting here and saying I didn't think it could happen. I don't want to be the guy that's like, I don't believe that the greatest shooter of all time could beat the Clippers. But I kind of did sit here and say that I don't think the greatest shooter of all time could beat the Clippers. Multiple times in many different ways. Oreo, let's pin that. Do you have the ability to pin? Monkey plays. Yeah, you got the gifted sub. What up, Monkey? I didn't believe that Steph Curry was able to just go complete vintage Steph mode and do that. But then I'm like, well, yeah, it's not my fault, though. He hasn't been playing all season. I haven't seen it, right? It's not my fault. If I'd been seeing it the entire season, I'm like, yeah, Steph Curry's still the best in the world at shooting threes. I would have probably picked I probably would have still picked the Clippers. How did they lose? They were winning the whole game. Oh, I know how they lost. Draymond Green absolutely clamped Kawhi Leonard like it was nobody's business. Dog. Kawhi Leonard, I saw it was in the final 4 minutes. No points from Kawhi, no assists. He had 2 rebounds in that time. Draymond Green was denying him the ball, and when he got the ball, he was in his grill the entire time. Playing press defense, up full court. Man, Draymond Green just said, you know what? If we keep it close, we have Steph on our team, and I can lock down Kawhi for the final 5 minutes of a game. Kawhi Leonard was quietly, going off in that game. That Clippers team, I was so impressed with the whole time. I was like, dude, Derrick Jones Jr., good player. Hey, John Collins off the bench, good team, dude. That Clippers team was good. And somehow I'm blinking and I'm like, oh, Steph Curry just went off for 35 and now they won the game. Steph had 4 points in the first quarter, I believe. 3 or 4 points in the first quarter. And then went absolutely off for 31 since then. He's unbelievable, dude. He's unbelievable. I have the Warriors beating the Suns in this game because if Draymond Green can completely clamp Kawhi Leonard in the final 4 minutes, he can do the same thing to Denny Adjeva, who has an awesome game, is incredibly athletic, a great scorer, relies a lot on the whistle, which I worry about in this game. But ultimately, he's not the athlete that the Kawhi Leonard is. He's not. Okay? If Draymond Green can do that to Kawhi Leonard, he could absolutely do the same thing to Denny Adjeva. This whole game for me revolves around Steph going off for another 30-point game and slowing down Denny. That's the key for the Warriors. OMG. The Mets are trying to mount a comeback here. Bases loaded, no outs. Or second and third, no outs. After a double from Luis Robert. The whole game plan for the Warriors. Keep it close. And hope that Draymond can lock down Denny. But Orio's even saying it. I don't even know if Dre's going to be matched up with Denny. Dre's going to be playing on... Okay, guys. Major mistake has been made on this show. The biggest mistake I've ever made in my life. They're not playing the Trailblazers. They're playing the Suns. So I don't know why I wrote all that stuff down about Denny Adjeva. Did I write this entire thing about them? If Draymond Green can lock down Devin Booker like he did to Kawhi Leonard, they're going to be fine in this game. Jeez, man, I just lost all credibility. My one worry about the Warriors, I don't know if Steph can do it again. I'm so sorry. I've reorganized everything. Yeah. Number, I got you, bro. Hit me up on Discord, dog. I'll do it after the show. It's insane to say this, but Curry has not played in back-to-back games of this caliber all season. He hasn't. He's been hurt for pretty much the entire year. He played in the final 5 games, but he didn't play the same minutes in every game. He took breaks in between. He didn't even play in the after his first game. He took the next game off, which was against the Lakers. I remember that because I was mad at him. The Warriors starting 5 that they're rolling out has played like 30 minutes together before this game on Wednesday. They're going up against a Suns team that has played good basketball all season and has played above the caliber in which everyone thought they would be playing. My analysis with this is very simple and probably very, very, very bad. But I picked the Hornets against the Magic, which is a road win for them. I don't think both road teams win tonight. So I got the Suns winning the game at home against the Warriors. Part of that is the fact that, yes, I don't think both road teams win. So if you are looking for something, if the Magic do win at home, then I think you might get a better chance at the Warriors winning that game on the road. But that's just some weird gut basketball stuff. I don't think the Suns are a very good basketball team at all. I really don't. But at the end of the day, they still have Devin Booker. Listen, Steph, Dre, Kristaps Porzingis, those guys have all proven themselves. Absolutely, those guys have all proven themselves. We know who they are. They're champions. They are world champions, all 3 of them, and we know their game. Exactly, Oreo. Booker still has not done that in the eyes of a lot of America. In the eyes of a lot of people who watch basketball, Devin Booker has not done that. He hasn't proven himself as the guy. It's also a very different game than the one against Portland. Portland really likes to get inside and kill you in the paint, and Golden State obviously is a huge threat from outside. Here's the main reason I have Phoenix winning this game, and you're going to be hearing this all day long when I take calls and talk ball. Jeez, that was so nasty. I'm sorry. Phoenix has been incredible at defending the 3 this year. They had the second lowest 3-point percentage against them in the entire league, and they were only 0.2 points behind Detroit, which is the best defense in the league. This is, by all matters of fact, when looking up all of the statistics, cumulatively, the Suns are the best 3-point perimeter defense in the entire league. This is a Golden State team that heavily relies on the 3 and doesn't really have like a true driving scorer. I know Steph is going to put up floaters and he can drive the paint very well and score at will inside. I know. Guy Santos, he's a dude that's been getting inside. D'Anthony Melton can get inside. Kristaps can get inside. I understand that. But ultimately, this Warriors team wins or loses based on how they shoot from three. They're going up against the best defensive three-point team in basketball. For that reason, I have Phoenix winning this game against the best three-point shooter of all time because at the end of the day, defense wins championships. I think Edmonton loses in the second round to the Vegas Golden Knights, probably. I just don't think Edmonton has the legs this year. They've been in the finals 3 times in a row now, right? Or is it twice in a row? It's a lot, dude. It's a lot. It's a bunch of extra basketball. And it segues us nicely into what I have for these round 1 matchups. All right, see you in a bit, Oreo. I was going to go through what I have. Let me pull this up, actually, because it's actually quite cool. I made a graphic and everything. Ooh, boy. I made a graphic for my, what's it called? My round 1 predictions. And I wanted to show that with you guys right now. It's going to be hard to see a little bit. Let me see if I can make this a little bit nicer. Did anybody listen to Kanye West's new album? Someone the other day was like, oh, you shouldn't be posting about Kanye West or like platforming him. And I'm like, why should I not be platforming Kanye West? And they're like, oh, do you remember the song? I was like, man, I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But yeah, the Kanye West album was awesome. But these are my predictions. They're on the screen right now for what I have for round 1. I have only 1 series going to 7, and I have 1 sweep, and then a bunch of gentlemen's in there. Up top left corner, I have the Thunder in 5 against the winner of this Warriors-Suns game tonight. I will say, because I have the Suns winning, I think it's a 5-game series. If it is the Warriors, I think the Thunder get it done in 4. But OKC is going to roll whoever they get. But let it be known, this is a Thunder team that's playing their 104th game this calendar year on Friday. They had a 22-game playoff stretch last year. Obviously, an 82-game stretch through this whole thing. 103, 21? I don't know. This is their 104th game in this calendar year. They have dealt with injury all season. This Thunder team has been banged up all season. Yes, they continue to win, but the playoffs are a different animal. I'm not out here predicting massive injuries. I'm not going to do that. But I don't trust this Thunder team to stay healthy this entire series. And because of that, I think they do drop at least 1 game if they're playing the Suns. If they're playing the Warriors, I think it's a sweep. But you got to understand, man, this team has been banged up all year, and I don't know what makes you think that just because it's the playoffs, that injuries are going to be turned off. They play harder in the playoffs. They push their bodies more in the playoffs. If anything, you might expect more injuries in the playoffs, but I'm not going to sit here and say I think that a bunch of guys are going to get hurt. I am just saying, you better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Thunder are winning in 5. I also have the Pistons winning in 5. There's going to be some people out there that pick the Hornets to like go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think our friend Trey, who calls in every show, has picked the Hornets to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I can't check his bracket right now because the brackets are not live. But once the brackets do go live, I will be able to see everybody's predictions. Fellas, if you have not filled out your NBA Playoff Challenge bracket in the TBWZ bracket group, this is the final day to do so. We have 28 people right now in our bracket challenge. Here are all the people that have picked out their brackets so far. You could be a part of this bracket challenge. The winner gets $100. Group password is ZCA. Invite your friends, invite your family, invite everyone you love or hate. Fill out an entry. There should be 1 entry per player. Why does it say 2? Max entry is 2. Don't look at that. But like I said, please fill out your bracket so yours can look like mine. I do have the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the whole thing. So if you want to join that, there is a Discord where you can join us and be a part of our NBA playoff bracket. But to continue on with these round 1 matchups, I do have the Pistons winning in 5. I saw the Hornets struggle offensively against the Heat. I saw the Magic struggle to score on Philly. Imagine what these teams are going to do once they run into the Detroit Pistons in the playoffs. We've talked all year about how good this Pistons team is defensively, and now we get to see them take a bigger step up in the playoffs. Defense wins championships. I think the Pistons are going to struggle to find offense later in round 2, but not against these two teams in round 1. So, yes, I do have the Pistons winning in 5. Adam, I can't believe everyone's counting LeBron out. Adam, what up, dude? Welcome to the show. Brother, I am the biggest Lakers fan on Twitch and YouTube. I burped in the mic. I'm sorry about that. I repent for my sins. One time I was like, hey, do you guys think it's funny or weird that I burped in the mic? And Oreo was like, it's kind of gross. And I was like, well, okay. Because I thought the whole time he was going to be like, dude, it's so funny. It's a good show. He talks ball, it burps. Nope. We don't like it. If you do like Lakers basketball, I'll be going live, Adam, every single night after every single postseason game for the next 45 days. So every night around 8:30, 9 p.m. Pacific time, I go live to take calls and talk ball. So please subscribe, follow the show, share it with a friend, whatever you want to do, and join our bracket challenge, brother, because the winner gets $100. I have the Spurs winning in 6 against Portland because I just don't think Portland is that bad of a basketball team. I really, really don't. I think Denny can go for 40-plus pretty much whenever he wants. I know it's going to be a lot tougher to get inside on Victor Wembanyama, but he's proven all year that he can pretty much score on anybody. This Portland team has beat the Spurs in the regular season, and ultimately, that place in Portland, Oregon, is going to be loud, brother. We haven't seen a playoff game there in a while, but every time that team has a playoff series there, Moda Arena goes absolutely off. A 2-run home run from Ian Happ. It's now 12-4 Cubbies. Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go! Hey Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs gonna win today. That's what they play after every win in Chicago. Zachy Man said, my bracket, I have Avs, Wild, then Mammoth, then Oilers in the second round. And in the third round in the West, I have Avs, Oilers. In the East, Sabres, Canes. Are we really picking Buffalo to go that far? I know Buffalo's the number 1 seed, but, What do you think of my choices? Pretty cool, brother. Pretty cool. I like him. Portland should have been starting Scoot Henderson all year. Dude, Scoot Henderson or Victor Wembanyama? Remember when that was a slight discussion? Some of these Jay Billis types were like, I would highly consider thinking about Scoot Henderson if I'm the Spurs. Idiot. But yeah, Portland is going to be a very loud and tough place to play. Historically, that city absolutely shows up in the playoffs. I expect it to be a hostile environment for the Frenchmen and for the Spurs. I have it being a 6-game series. I'm also really, really, really apprehensive to see what Victor Wembanyama looks like in a 7-game series. I don't want to sit here and predict injuries, but bro, he's been banged up all season. He gets hurt. He's fragile. I know he's hanging out in his bat cave in between games when he's on the bench, riding his little bike in the bat cave underneath the awning. It looks hilarious. But I really just don't know. I'm excited to see what he looks like. I don't think Portland's a bad basketball team. I think Damian Lillard is licking his chops to get back out there next season. In the Celtics series against the Sixers, I do have the Celtics in 5. I think, Philadelphia, I picked them at the beginning of the season to win the East just because I think Embiid, Maxey, and Edgecombe are the best big 3 in basketball. I think Embiid and Maxey as a 1-2 combo give Tatum and Brown a run for their money. And even in this series, bro, I might say something crazy. I think Tyrese Maxey is the best player in this series. He's the only one of these guys that I can see go and score at will. Get a bucket from anywhere on the floor. I know Tatum and Brown are better defensively on that side of the ball, but if I need a bucket, I need someone just to go score. I don't trust Jason Tatum to do that. Especially in clutch situations, he's proven he can't really do that. I don't really trust Jaylen Brown to go out there and get me a bucket and take the game over. If I tell Tyrese Maxey, hey, I need you to play every minute and get 45 points, he's like, bet. He's going to go out and do that. Kelly Oubre played a great game for this Sixers team against the Magic. I thought VJ Edgecombe struggled to score, but he had 11 boards in this game. If Embiid comes back at some point in this series, he can be a problem for the Celtics bigs. Neemias Queta has been awesome. He's been a great surprise. And Vooch is a great addition to this team. Vooch likes to hang out on the perimeter, though. Vooch likes to hang out on the perimeter. Embiid's going to want to bang inside, dude. Whoa. Pause, dude. What did I say?
Daddy, chill.
If Embiid comes back, we're going to have more of a series. But until that gets proven, I got to take the Celtics in 5, in my opinion. The only sweep I have in the first round is the Cavaliers sweeping the Toronto Raptors. And it's not like, man, I'm being a jerk to the Toronto Raptors, who've had a very surprisingly good season, and Brandon Ingram is a stud. RJ Barrett's had a good year. Who else on the Raptors? Who am I forgetting? Scotty Barnes. Talking about retard strength. I think the Cavs are claiming the best team in the East, though. I really do think that. That 4 is the best 4 in basketball. They also have 2 7-footers that at times can look a bit clanky on offense. Evan Mobley usually likes to hang out more on the perimeter, which is interesting for his game. And he usually gets the 4 matched up on him, while Jared Allen usually is up against the 5 down inside. I just don't think Toronto is going to have an answer for them on offense. Jakob Poeltl has dealt with injuries all season. Jakob Poeltl is not a 5 that I'm like, oh, he's going to be able to slow down Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Huh? I know RJ Barrett plays good defense. I know Scotty Barnes plays good defense. I think James Harden and Donovan Mitchell are going to have their hands absolutely full. But I think Evan Mobley and Jared Allen are going to absolutely feast inside. The Raptors did beat the Cavs in every single time they played. But this was well before the Cavs had James Harden. They played all their games at the beginning of the season. So this is not the same Cavs team. So I can't really look at the regular season record and think that, this team is going to replicate that same thing. The team is experienced a bitter taste in their mouth of how things ended this last season. I'm curious to see who Scotty Barnes guards in this matchup. I think RJ will probably get the other one. Emmanuel Quickley's on that team. I don't know though, dude. I think the Cavs have pressure on them. Yes. I think the Cavs probably blow it up if they lose this first round matchup. I don't see this team wanting to do that though. I don't see this team wanting to blow it up. I think this team gives it their all, and I think they come out and then prove a point, and they sweep the Toronto Raptors 4-0. Now for the 3 big series, the Nuggets in 6. I've got Minnesota Denver. It's the best series in the first round by far. It's one of the better rivalries in basketball that we have. Quietly, too. Both these teams really do not like each other. They faced off each other in the playoffs many times before. The Nuggets are coming into this thing on a 12-game winning streak. And this will be Anthony Edwards' first game in, I believe, 3 weeks. I expect him to have a slower start, and I expect the Nuggets to come out very, very quickly. They've got home court advantage. A 2-0 start is not surprising for me for the Nuggets, okay? Ant really hasn't played at all since March 13th. It's been more like a month that he hasn't played. And in that game, they gave 117 to Golden State without Steph or Kristaps. There's not going to be a whole lot of defense played in this matchup at all. Minnesota hasn't been very good this season, though. This is the most games Julius Randle has played in his career since 2017 when he was still in the Lakers, when he wasn't even a starter. He's played in 79 of the 82 games this season, only missing 3 games. But even then, he's not even close to as productive as he has been in his final 2 seasons in New York. His last 2 seasons in New York, he was awesome. Last year took a bit of a step back. This year played a ton more, was far more reliable, but we didn't see a huge increase in his points at all, especially offensively. We saw a bit more facilitating from Julius Randle this year, especially when Ant Edwards was out. But he didn't take a leap. They didn't do anything that made me think like, oh, this team is absolutely ready, dude. Denver is 3-1 against them this year, and they've played and they have the best player on the planet averaging a triple-double right now in his sleep. Neither team plays great defense. I expect a lot of fun, high-scoring games. I expect close games, buzzer beaters, overtimes, all of that in this series, but ultimately I think the Nuggets do get it done in 6. My one upset of the first round is I have the Hawks beating the Knicks in 6. This series is very, very simple to me. New York has all the pressure in the world on them to win this thing, and Atlanta has none at all. New York has proven all year that they can lose to just about anybody. They can beat the best teams in the league. True, except for the Pistons. But they've been very inconsistent on both sides of the ball all season. Bridges and Cat can take over games, but they can also disappear, especially Mikal Bridges. I expect a bigger series from OG Anunoby than I do from Mikal Bridges in this. Hey, I might even be expecting a bigger series from Mitchell Robinson than Mikal Bridges. Okay? I think Cat's going to get his. I think he's going to have a solid series. But ultimately, Brunson is the guy who's always going to go out and get his buckets. But he cannot be left on an island alone, especially late in games. A lot of times this happens where no one else is scoring and Jalen Brunson's the only option. And that's not when he's best. The Knicks are best when Jalen Brunson has 10 assists. They win every game when he has 10 to 12 assists. He needs to be a facilitator and score when needed, but New York needs someone else to step up, and I don't think those guys do. The Hawks are the hottest team in the East right now. I expect things to keep rolling. Ultimately, pressure is a privilege. The fact that New York has pressure on them just means they're a good team. Do you remember Bing Bong? Do you remember like 3 seasons ago when New York wasn't actually good but were winning? And New York was on fire and they were playing loose. They didn't have pressure on them. Then last year, we start to see the pressure creep up on them. We start to see the pressure creep up. We see them lose games to Tyrese Halliburton. Remember that? The Bing Bong started to get a lot less cute last season. And this year, I'm not really hearing it at all. Jalen Johnson has averaged 20, 10, and 10 on New York this season. This might sound crazy. I think the best thing New York could do is lose this series. If you win this series and you go on a run, the odds of you blowing things up and retooling and trying to go get Giannis, slim to none. If you lose this series to New York, James Dolan is going to do whatever he can to build a new New York Knicks team. Because we've done it now. We've done it with Cat and Bridges and Brunson. We've seen what that looks like under Thibodeau and now under Coach Mike Brown. And it looks worse this season than it does last year. That's for sure. If they lose, though, in round 1 as the Cubs win, go Cubs go, they're going to do absolutely everything they can in their power to go after Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think the best thing they could do is lose. Because this New York Knicks team, I'm sorry, dude, you don't have the legs to win the finals. This year or next year or the year after that, if you just continue to keep things the same. Because of what the Thunder are doing in the West and because of what Victor Wembanyama looks like. The Celtics are always going to have your number even if you have a better roster than them. I don't think the Heat stay where they're at right now in the East for very long. I see the Hawks rising. I see a Pacers team that's getting a top 3 pick potentially. The Eastern Conference champion is returning next year, retooling with Zubac and with better players and with a brand new rookie on their team. Everyone around the East is going to be getting better this offseason. And if New York doesn't do anything, they're going to find themselves slowly slipping out of contention at all. So for me, you have a core right now that is very close, yet still so far away. If you win this series, things stay the same in New York. If you lose this series, massive changes. And that's exactly what New York needs, is change. The final series, I had the Lakers in 7. All I wrote down on my notes, I know you guys can't see this, I just wrote yes. I wrote, yeah, Lakers in 7. All right, fellas, that's been the power. Just kidding. Listen, man, I can go back and forth in the Lakers-Rockets series all day, all year, all month, whatever you want to do. We have the Rockets number. We've played the Rockets really, really well this season. Okay? Ever since the All-Star break and the KD files came out, the Rockets have been a shell of themselves. They don't care about each other. They don't love each other. They don't have dinner together. They don't do cool dances together like the Lakers do. The Lakers have camaraderie. The Lakers care about each other. The Lakers have fun together. LeBron's a goofball. And the whole team feeds off that. Luka Doncic is goofy, bro. They're like having fun. No one on this team seems to like really care about being cool or looking cool outside of maybe Jared Vanderbilt. Maybe I'm just doing something because he's a hot man. But no one is like seriously caring about their own brand or their own image on this Lakers team. It's a Lakers team that plays together. And if you don't think that those guys in that locker room want to get one more ring for LeBron James, you're tripping balls, dude. Paprika. The only thing this Lakers team wants to do is win another one for LeBron James. They have a guy on their team in LeBron that knows exactly what it takes. They have a coach in JJ Redick that has been able to dial the right buttons all season long with or without Luka. Mark my words, the Lakers will be close in every single game. This team has 2 clutch losses on the entire season. They're the best clutch team in the NBA. And 2 of those, and both those losses, one was against the Thunder and one was against the Nuggets. Actually, sorry. One was against the Magic and one was against the Nuggets. This Lakers team is the best clutch team down the stretch. So if games stay close, if we're in the final 2 minutes and it's a tie game, give that one to the Lakers. Because the Rockets have crumbled in these moments all year. The Rockets crumble under pressure and the Lakers exceed the pressure. They step up when it gets hardest. LeBron James knows what to do to win this series. LeBron James knows what it takes for this team. The biggest thing they have to do, come close so you can hear me so I don't have to yell. The Lakers have to rebound really, really, really well because the Rockets are the best rebounding team in the NBA, maybe in the history of the league. They have to get boards. They have to rebound really, really well. Austin Reeves is not coming back for this series unless it's like a Game 7 miracle. Luka Doncic, he will be back Game 4 or 5. I think the Lakers have enough firepower, fueled by the greatest player of all time, the GOAT, LeBron James, to go out and win this series against what I consider a very, very sorry Rockets team. Brother, that is the TBWZ widescreen radio power hour. We will be going live for 2 more hours after this 5-minute break where we're going to be taking calls and talking ball. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Peace out, fellas. I slide up on every one of her stories. I'm not even joking. So there's a tennis star by the name of Amanda Anisimova. She is an absolute legend. She is so good at tennis. And she's my wife. She's my wife. I don't know how else to put it. She doesn't know it yet. But I'm in love with her. I don't want to watch her play tennis. I just want to look at her. Just say hi to her. Oh, man. No, let's go to her Instagram. Oh, dude. I mean, because one thing that... So she's 24. She's 5'11". Oh, my gosh, dude. The one thing about me is I am like... Yes, Mintberry, that is something that she does have, but I just like her for her personality. She's like goofy and silly, and she's so good at tennis. I wish so badly you could see me commenting on these. I think I've got... She's beautiful and gorgeous and all of that, but I really want to make...
Flights, not feelings. How's your Monday? What I need is a 6-month holiday twice a year.
She's silly and goofy, dude. She's awesome. She's so sick. Look at her with her backwards hat, looking all chill, looking so cool. This is in London. This is Little Venice. I've been here. So if you guys follow her, you're going to see that I like pretty much everything that she posts. Oh, man. I want to make children, in general. Yes, I want to just make children. One day I want to be a dad. It's my ultimate calling. I am babysitting tonight. That is hilarious. But I want to make children with someone who has strong athletic prowess or the ability height-wise to produce massive children. So I want to make athletes, basically, and I find myself somewhat athletic. If you heard, my Nana called in on Friday, and she said and told everybody I'm super athletic, so you guys know. I want to make athletic children, and me and Amanda Anisimova would make just the most amazingly beautiful, athletic kids. And I think she'd like me. Dude. I'm a catch. First of all, I'm a catch. Second of all, I'm 6'2", tall, dark, and handsome. I'm funny. I'm silly. I'm goofy. I like ball. I can cook. I can clean. I can play guitar. I make music. Selective genetic breeding is my favorite. 100%, bro. I mean, listen, she's silly and goofy and fun. I'm silly and goofy and fun. She's Gen Z. I'm basically like a Gen Z guy. I'm so Gen Z that yesterday for this pimple on my nose, I wore one of those little star thingies. You know those little star thingies that women and gay men wear on their face?
Daddy, chill.
I wore one of those on my nose last night when I was going to bed. I felt cute. I felt cutesy. I felt really cute. That's how Gen Z I am, but that's besides the point. But I do want to marry Amanda Anisimova. That'd be cool. When this thing gets a little bit bigger, I need you guys to help me out, and I need to start an army. So as you guys know, I'm Zeke Vini. I'm the biggest weenie, but you guys are Zeke Vini's Weenies. That is the name of my army, Vini's Weenies. So one day, Vini's Weenies, we will assemble, and I will send you all out on missions. And one of those missions is going to be every one of the Vini Weenies go comment on Amanda Anisimova's Instagram, go on a date with Vini. And it'd be so sick if one day we just have thousands of people flooding other people's comments and being my army. But you know, today is an interesting day because, first of all, Google Drive, where I do my notes for the day, I do my notes on Google Docs. I'm a Google man. Call me Zachy Googles. Shut up, dude. That was so dumb. Call me Zachy G. I do all my notes in Google Drive, and today it was down halfway during my prep day, and I had an interview at some point during the day. So I wasn't really able to do a bunch of notes. So I don't have a whole lot of notes for today. So today we're kind of just going off the cusp. Today we're just kind of going off the fly. Yeah, and that's the same thing for today. We're doing that same exact thing today. That show was 5. Oh. All right, we're back. Nope. We're struggling. All right, it looks like we're back. Sorry about that, everybody. Let's go live on TikTok.com. Go live. Yeah. Seth Rollins has just made an appearance at the, what's it called? At WWE WrestleMania right now. Are we still getting crushed right now? Noel has joined. What up? Ohio State has joined. What up? Number one. All right, we're back up live. Sorry about that, fellas. We had a little bit of an issue with the internet, but we are back in a big way. Back in a big way watching the WrestleMania 42 kickoff show. Brother, there's no better fans in the world than WWE fans. From like a pure people watching perspective, there might not be a better event to go to than something in the WWE. Because, brother, those people are fun to watch and fun to look at. We are already getting a call today, so we're going to take this call right now to start us off. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Joe, and I'm a repeat caller from Cleveland.
Joe from Cleveland. I know who you are, brother. How are you doing today, dog?
Good.
Joe, where do you usually join in from? Do you see us on TikTok and then you call in from there?
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you have a favorite TikToker?
No.
No? Do you usually get a lot of sports content or like comedy stuff or lifestyle?
No, I normally get mostly like sports edits on my thing.
Mostly sports. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Joe, you're the bowler, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are the bowler.
No.
So I post. No.
No, I don't bowl.
No.
No.
You play football.
Yeah, I play football.
If you were going out for fun, let's say it was like your birthday party or something, would you rather go bowling, mini golf, or do like laser tag, Joe?
Mini golf.
Yeah. Have you ever played actual golf, non-mini, full size?
I golf too. Football and golf.
So you're a football and a golfer.
Yeah.
Do you find that like any of the skills for golf translate over to your skills on the football field and vice versa?
There's about one skill. You gotta have discipline.
Joe, I would love if you just wrote a book on discipline and then we could like highlight it and share it with the entire TBWZ army and we could just do Joe's discipline.
So I wanted to talk about these playoff games coming up.
Let's do it. I'm continuing to doubt the Warriors tonight, but would love to hear what you think. What up, 3? What up, Tyler?
I think the Charlotte and Orlando game is going to be a good one. But, yeah, Charlotte's going to win. Phoenix is going to blow the brakes off of Golden State. There's no chance.
Do you think Golden State got lucky against the Clippers?
Yeah, and I also have one more thing. Do you think LaMelo should get suspended for the play he did on Bam?
I don't think he should get suspended. If you remember a couple years ago when Sabonis tripped Draymond Green and grabbed his ankle, and then remember Draymond stomped on his chest?
Yeah.
Sabonis did not get suspended for grabbing Draymond's ankle in that situation, and that was an egregious grab. I don't think LaMelo's grab was very egregious. That left hand, he had a hurt wrist on that hand multiple times throughout the season. So I think a lot of it was him just getting his hand out of the way, but it didn't look good, but I'm glad he did not get suspended. Joe, do you think he should have gotten suspended?
No, I just think, there's no reason if he did it on purpose to do that, even though kind of ran over. But, yeah.
LaMelo said he hit his head and got a concussion, doesn't remember any of it. Have you ever had a concussion, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the worst injury you've ever had?
Torn ACL.
Oh, you've torn your ACL, bro?
I tore it freshman year.
That absolutely stinks. Have you fully recovered now?
Yeah, I'm a junior now.
Oh, yeah. So you've had 2 years of recovery. Surgery went well, and you're back to full speed?
Yeah, it's just I was good at football back then, but now I'll never be the same as I was before that injury.
Dude, that breaks my heart, man. But you're still good at golf.
Yeah, I'm good at
Yeah.
I'm good at those sports.
Yeah. Brother, Joe, did you have anything else for us on your way out?
Follow Take Backs with Zach.
Joe, you're the absolute man. God bless you, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye.
Bye. Brian is in here. Lakers in 5. Yes, sir. Go Lake Show, baby. I'm a big Laker fan, Brian. So if you want Lakers content, hit the follow button. Also, guys, I'm doing every single night after postseason basketball games, I'll be doing a post-game show. So follow along here. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. If you want to see a post-game show for the NBA and call in and talk ball and get your opinions right out there, you can follow this show and be a part of it. As Brian is our first follow of the day. JB Sports is in here. Too Real is in here. Wait. Too Real said not Rockets in 5. Somebody get him out. Mods, ban him. Just kidding. Golden State putting BTA on the Sun, said YK Tony. Okay. We are getting a call as well. Before I take this call, though, I'm going to put you on hold, brother. You're on hold. Above my head, it says, join our NBA Bracket Challenge. We're doing a TBWZ Bracket Challenge. It's free to enter. There's a link in my TikTok bio. The winner gets $100. Fill out your ESPN NBA Playoff Bracket Challenge for a chance to win $100 with me, Zeke Vini. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yo, it's JB Ford from Virginia.
JB, my guy from the VA. How you doing, JB?
I'm great.
Good, bro.
Happy Friday, y'all.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday to the chat. Happy Friday to JB and everyone in between. Dog, we've got 2 more playing games tonight to decide who gets the 8 seed in the playoffs. Woo-wee! Who you got, JB? See you, JD.
I'm taking the Hornets over the Magic.
Okay.
And then the harder one.
Yeah. It's either like you ride with Steph Curry and you believe that the 37-year-old could do it again and Draymond Green can slow down Devin Booker, or you're just like, hey, the Suns have a home game. They're a better team. Like, I don't know where to go with it.
I might have to take the Warriors. I want to pick the Suns, but I just can't trust it, really.
Now, JB, is that a bet? Or not a bet, is that a prediction with your gut and your balls, or is that like a head move? Because for me, my head says Suns, but like my heart and my gut and my balls say Warriors.
I want to pick the Suns, but my gut doesn't have a feeling towards that game.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
It's a toss-up, really.
Yeah, and JB, you said at the top you have the Hornets beating the Magic. I have not had a single person tell me they think the Magic are going to win. Do you have anything that can like lead me to believe that there's a chance the Magic win?
No, Miss Jamal Mosley is their head coach. Jamal Malcolm Mosley needs to be arrested for crimes against humanity.
Can you list the crimes out for us?
Terrible coaching.
Okay. That does it, dude. That is enough for me.
He needs to be fired.
Yeah.
His rotation was terrible that game. I could not watch it. I was rooting for the Magic, and I just could not watch it. It was terrible.
There we go. We have
rotation.
terrible rotations.
Defense,
Bad D.
terrible 3-point shooting.
And Paolo Banchero stunk.
Everyone except Bain stunk.
True. I thought Anthony Black was like decent. Brian's in here saying I think Warriors going to be down most of the game and then clutch up like they did on Wednesday. Yeah, Brian, you're right. And Gabriel said the Magic are going to win. So, Gabe, call back in to the show when we're done with JB so we can get your opinion on the Magic. My thing about this game with Orlando is like Paolo Banchero did not play good basketball down the stretch. They also got killed inside. And they're going up against two bigs in Cockbrenner and Moose Diabate, who I think are going to absolutely just roll in this game. Oh, yeah. I don't think Wendell Carter can slow those two guys down.
I agree. The Hornets are just too much of a powerhouse for the Magic defensively to stop.
Yeah.
And I just cannot trust the scoring with the Magic. And I need Jamal Mosley, please. Please, for the love of God, put in your shooters.
We're calling on you.
Silva the whole game. We're with Anthony Black the whole game besides 20 minutes.
Yeah. Anthony Black played really well down the stretch. And you mentioned De Silva. He's a sneaky guy that not a lot of guys know about. I think both those guys can prove to be helpful for the Magic down the stretch.
I would have put him in over like Dan Carroll or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
JB, we're just about at the end of this call. His name is JB Sports on TikTok. He will be in the chat, so guys follow him once he gets in there. Can you just tell me one game in the first round or one series that you have going to 7?
7. Oh. I gotta look at these matchups again. Hold up.
And Adam Hurley is over on YouTube, guys, hanging out, having a good time. Someone please subscribe over there and join him because he's lonely. Playing De Silva would be a felony.
If the Hornets make it out tonight and play the Pistons, it'll go to 7.
You have that one going to 7 of all the matchups. JB, I like it a lot. I think that one could be very, very fun. Brother, thank you for joining. Did you fill out your NBA bracket challenge?
Yep.
You are the absolute man, JB. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk to you soon, okay, bro?
Yep, thank you.
Peace. OT is in here. Wilmer is in here. Braden is in here. Decker is in here. Decker, dude, that's so sick. Do you know Tim Heidecker's band, Decker? Before I take this next call, fellas, I'm going to put you on hold real quick, brother, but you're up next. We are talking ball and taking calls all day long. Additionally, after the games tonight, I will be going live after the games, do a live reaction with you guys, and take calls all day long. Denver Wolves might go to 7. That's a good one, Brian. Also, if you want to join our NBA bracket challenge, fellas, link in my TikTok bio to join the bracket challenge. Winner gets $100. Oh, crap. I hung up on this guy on accident. I'm calling him now.
Hello.
Hey, brother, this is Take Back with Zach. I'm sorry I accidentally hung up on you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Sean Gabriel, and I'm from Miami.
Sean from Miami. Brother, I put out a clip about how I would fix the Miami Heat, and I said something about trading Bam Adebayo, and everybody ruined me in the comments. Are you here to do that as well, Sean?
I mean, maybe trading Bam Adebayo is not the right thing. Maybe trading Hero is, and Khalil Ware.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if a good option, if we get a good trade for Bam, maybe that would be the right option.
Well, one of my thoughts of it, Sean, you said Khalil Ware. I think Khalil Ware is like the one guy I would build around. He's a 7-footer that can shoot threes and play really well and handle the ball. I love Khalil Ware.
I mean, if we can get something like Giannis for Tyler Hero and Khalil Ware, maybe I would take a Giannis even though he's older.
Sure.
Yes.
I feel you, Sean. We can go all day about the Miami Heat, but we do have 2 play-in games tonight. Did you have thoughts on either of the games tonight, or was there something in particular you wanted to talk about?
I mean, I can talk about the play-in. As a Heat fan, I'm very mad at the Hornets, especially LaMelo, for
Okay.
injuring Bam Adebayo. But I don't think the Magic can win, even with all that.
I agree with you. I think it was a fun game. I thought the Miami Heat played better when Bam was off the floor. I don't know if that was them just like banding together, but I thought the team looked better when Bam was out.
Yeah, except for the defensive wise, to be honest.
Very true, very true. But you think the Hornets are just going to outclass the Magic tonight, who just haven't been a good basketball team all year?
Yeah, for sure.
So Jake is in the chat, Ethan's in the chat, Jackson is in the chat. Ethan said, do you think LaMelo should be suspended for multiple games? I personally don't think he should have been suspended just because we've seen that happen in the playoffs and it wasn't like the most egregious thing. Bam was already going down. But what do you think, brother? Sean from Florida.
I do think he maybe should have been suspended for maybe at least this playing game or the next game, 2 games at least. But, I mean, apart from that, you can't tell if it was on purpose or an accident. It probably was on purpose, but yeah.
Sean, I absolutely love Miami. Last time I was there, I was staying in downtown. I've stayed in Sunny Isles. What part of Miami are you in?
Brickell.
Brickell. What a nice area, dude. Brickell is awesome. Miami is paradise. Bro, Sean, we're doing a bracket challenge. Link in my bio. If you fill out your ESPN playoff bracket, the winner gets $100. So fill that out, follow along, and call back whenever you want, dog. This was awesome.
Okay, thank you.
All right, peace. You can't fade Steph Curry, man, said Charnbarn. I keep doing it. I don't think Steph Curry is going to have back-to-back 35-point games. I'm sorry. I don't think they win if he doesn't. That's the other thing. Can Steph Curry do that? Yeah, absolutely, of course. This team, why is Liv Tyler doing a music video? This team has not played more than 30 minutes together. Oh my gosh. I'm burping. Who you got winning it all? I got the Cavs. But if you want to fill out your own bracket, you can fill yours out. Mine looks a little bit like this. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I do have the Cavs winning it all, and then I've got some teams coming out of it over here in the East. But if you want to fill out your bracket, there's a link in my bio to fill yours out. We're taking a call right now. Let's do it. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Please mute the stream in the background. Keep it clean and let the people know your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, Jackson, and I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Jackson from Vegas. WrestleMania's in town. Are you going to WrestleMania?
Nah, I was thinking about it, but I leave town, so.
Where are you going?
I'm going to New Mexico.
I've never been to New Mexico. Do you have family over there, or friends, or work, business?
I got some friends out there, yeah.
Nice, dude. We're going to have a great weekend in New Mexico. Are you going to be watching some of these awesome NBA games that we have, bro?
I am. I got the Warriors and Charlotte tonight.
You got Warriors and Charlotte tonight. Las Vegas in general, if we could just talk about that for a second. Yeah. I've been there many times. I live in Southern California. Las Vegas, a lot of people don't know, but that's a Lakers town through and through. There's a ton of Lakers fans in Vegas.
I don't know. I'd say it's a mix. It's pretty close. I mean, there's a lot of Bay Area. There's a lot of Warrior fans out here, too.
Sure. Yeah, recently, brother, but for the past 20 years, it's been a Lakers town. But over the past 10, I could see it being a Warriors town. Do you see allegiances switching when you guys get a basketball team?
I don't know when the team's coming in. Is it a couple of years?
It's supposed to be, I think, in like a year or two that you would get a team.
Yeah, a year or 2 years, yeah. I mean, I would think so. I mean, it's kind of the hometown. I mean, it depends, though, because there's a lot of people who come in from, like a bunch of different areas.
And so, already have a team.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm interested. It'll be interesting to see, what happens with that.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. But, Jackson, you are calling in from Las Vegas. You had predictions on tonight's game. You said you have the Hornets and then you have the Warriors tonight?
Yes.
Did you want to give me some thoughts there, or did you want to talk more about first-round matchups in the playoffs?
We can talk about first round. We can. That's cool. Whatever.
I've been trying to ask people, I had trouble figuring out what series is going to go to 7. Do you have an idea of what series in your head might be a 7-game series? Is it Knicks Hawks? Is it Cavs Raptors?
I think I like the Hawks in 6 right now.
A lot. I do too, man.
I think the Knicks are a little overrated.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think the Hawks are just really balanced, and I like the Hawks. I don't know.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson. He's averaging 20, 10, and 10 against the Knicks so far this season. So Jalen Johnson's been pretty good against them.
Yeah. And I saw earlier you said you had the Cavs winning it all.
I do have the Cavs winning it all. I just feel like those four guys are probably the best in the league, and then you got 2 7-footers on there that are going to slow down all these teams.
I got the Cavs in the finals, but I have them losing.
To the Spurs or Golden State?
Correct, the Spurs.
The Spurs. Dude, I'm doing an NBA bracket challenge. Did you fill yours out for my TBWZ group?
I was gonna do it after the call.
Nice, bro. Fill that out. Winner gets $100. You have Cavs and Thunder, you said, right? Or Cavs Spurs?
I have Cavs Spurs in the finals.
Absolutely, dude. I think Victor Wembanyama is going to prove himself. He's got a series against Portland. Do you think that one ends in a sweep?
So I'm a Portland. I'm a Blazer fan. I'm from Oregon,
bro.
So that's my squad. But what's up?
I've got questions about the Blazers, dude, because next year you have arguably the greatest three-point shooter ever in Damian Lillard joining this squad. That's a playoff team that has Denny Adjeva, who's an on-ball 25.9 All-Star. I mean, you got to be thinking that you're better than a play-in team next season. Like, there's a chance you guys could actually make a run in the West.
Yeah, I think that they have a chance if Dame comes back healthy. I don't even think he has to be like top 10, 15 player in the league potential. Yeah. But if he's just healthy and he's just there, I think the Blazers are definitely like a top 4 seed in the West for sure.
And you have a whole nother year of Klingon developing, and Klingon has been awesome.
He's a stud.
You think that we get Asan Khan, or who's the Chinese guy they got? What's his name?
Yangsen or whatever.
Yansen Yang. We're just being so racist right now. Do you see him like stepping up at all next season and coming onto this team and adding to them? Because they do have some wiggle room with salary cap. I think this Blazers team can put together a real roster next year.
Yeah, dude. I wasn't a big fan of the pick personally when you drafted him. So he's really young still, right? Was he 19? Yeah, something like that, 20 or whatever. Young. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of see how he develops. I mean, I don't mind him not playing as many minutes, just kind of developing with the team. So we'll see. I don't really have like a take on that. I don't know it well enough.
We've got a very level-headed approach to you. Before you go, one first-round matchup that you think ends in a 4-0 sweep.
4-0 sweep. I think Charlotte wins tonight.
Okay.
And I think if Charlotte makes it, when they make it, they play OKC, correct?
Charlotte will be playing the Pistons.
They'll be playing the Pistons. Okay.
The winner of Golden State and Phoenix plays the Thunder.
That's right. Okay. I think the 4-0. I think the Cavs could possibly sweep the Raptors, but I'd probably go with the Cavs.
I love it. Jackson, calling in from Vegas. You are the absolute man. We're doing post-game shows tonight and every night after playoffs if you want to join along. But Jackson, God bless you, man. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk to you soon. Safe travels.
You too. Thanks, brother. Thank you.
Peace. My guy Jackson called in. Blazers going to take 2 games versus the Spurs. So will Timberwolves versus Nuggets. Ethan Sanchez, I don't know if you guys want to see it. I haven't gotten many followers today. If you guys want to see my first-round predictions, I have those locked and loaded if you guys want to see it. But until we get the stream to 1,000 likes, I don't think I can debut that right now. Jackson, thanks for the call. You were awesome, bro. What is up, brother? I recognize the number, but please let people know your name and where you're calling from.
I'm from Houston, Texas.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just trying to go on here, trying to say what I can say.
Yeah. What's your name again, bro?
Leo.
Leo from Texas. Have you called him in before, Leo?
Yes, I have called in like about 3 times.
You're the absolute man. I knew I recognized the number from somewhere, but dog, you're calling into the show. I have my NBA play-in predictions up. Did you want to give your predictions, or do you have something else you wanted to talk about?
Okay, I would like to say, part of me is saying the Cavs are going to go really far in this.
Okay.
But I think there's going to be something that happens. I don't know what, but I feel like there's something that's going to happen to stop their run.
Something supernatural, something physical, something magical.
I think something magical, and then also one of their players goes out.
Oh, so you're predicting injury for one of the Cavs players?
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of who and how tragic the injury will be?
I don't know who.
but I do know that it won't be super tragic, but he'll be out for at least the whole NBA Finals.
Wow. Brother, that is quite the prediction. Do you feel scared about that? Do you feel bad that you're predicting that, or are you like, this is sports, who cares?
I feel bad that I am predicting that, but
yeah.
But I still think that they're going to make it a far run.
Yeah. Leo, did you go to school today, or do you work?
I go to school.
Nice, bro.
I just came off round 2.
Nice, dude. Anything cool happen at school? Anything crazy you learned?
Oh, this was horrid.
Wait, why?
All right. I walked out to the restroom, and my friend tells me, there's a weird smell in the boys' restroom. Can you go check it out?
No way.
I walk in, and it smells disgusting. Absolutely horrid.
In the boys' bathroom?
Mm-hmm. I looked through the first stall. The thing it smells worse. And I look in the second stall. There's a clump of poop on the ground.
On the ground, not in the toilet?
No, just on the ground. It's like at least the size of a big hamburger.
Oh! A cheeseburger-sized dump was sitting on the floor of the boys' bathroom at your school?
Yeah.
What did you do? Did you get a teacher? Did you get a janitor? Or did you grab some gloves and some paper towels and say, I'm going to take care of this thing myself?
No, I would not do anything with that. All I said to the teacher is that, so there's a big clump of poop on the floor in the boys' restroom. I think you're going to need someone to check that out.
So you went and got a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And then the janitor's like, oh, what a fool. And he closed it down?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm so sorry you had to experience that. Do we know who the perpetrator is? Or should I say, do we know who the poopatrator is?
I have no idea, and I hope they get caught.
Do you have any guesses? Do we have any camera angles that we could see who was going to the bathroom and dropping that load on the bathroom floor?
I do not have any camera angles.
No
I do
camera.
not have my phone right there.
No, you had no phone. Before you go, Leo, I'm sorry about this. When you call back on Monday or something, can you let us know if there's any updates with this mystery, this poop mystery?
Okay.
Thank you.
I will.
Any predictions for WrestleMania?
What did you say?
Do you have any WrestleMania predictions, Leo?
No, I haven't been looking into that.
Okay. Well, brother, did you fill out your NBA bracket for my bracket challenge?
I did March Madness, but I did not do that one.
There's a link in my TikTok bio to fill out for the NBA playoff bracket challenge. The winner gets $100 again, so fill that one out, okay?
All right.
All right, Leo, talk to you soon. Let us know about the poop.
All right.
All right, peace. Wow. You never know what you're going to get on a show like this. When you open it up to the internet and you say, hey, here's the phone number, call in, tell me whatever you want. I never knew, I didn't write today's show expecting to have such a mystery before us, right? This show hasn't ever solved a mystery. And if there was going to be a mystery for us to solve, I think it'd be the case of who pooped on the floor. That is a good one. You guys are sleeping on the Raptors. Cohen, I just debuted what I have on the screen right now for those who are watching on YouTube or Twitch. TikTok people just saw what I am predicting in this one, which is my NBA playoff first round predictions. Bro's a Hawks fan. Dog, I'm a Lakers fan. Don't even say that out loud. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ, widescreen radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, man? I'm Hassan. I'm calling from California, Stockton.
Hassan from Stockton. You've called in before, right, bro?
No, it's my first time calling.
First time caller. Well, welcome to the show. You're up in the Bay Area in Stockton. Do I clock you as a Kings fan or a Warriors fan?
I'm a Warriors fan.
You are, bro. Do you have confidence that you could win tonight on the road in Phoenix?
Sorry, what was it?
Do you have confidence that you could win tonight on the road in Phoenix?
Of course. I believe in Steph and Porzingis if he's playing.
I think he should be fine. My biggest sign of confidence would be the fact that Draymond Green absolutely clamped Kawhi Leonard in the final 4 minutes of that game.
Yeah,
he's going to have to do the same thing against D-Book.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I think he can slow down D-Book. I don't think D-Book necessarily has the moves to be able to get past this team, but, Jalen Green put up 35 points last time he was out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad they lost, because I feel like the Blazers would have been a worse matchup for the Warriors, because they're 1-3 against them in the series.
Yeah, my one worry about the game tonight is Phoenix is the best 3-point defense in the entire league, and you guys rely a lot on threes. So who do you think is going to be the guy that can score inside the paint for Golden State? Is it DeAnthony Melton? Is it GP? Is it Porzingis?
I would say it's Porzingis, actually. He was doing great in the paint. I think he had 20 points the other night against the Clippers. So I would say him, or I would say Pajemski. He was doing pretty good too. So I feel like one of those two can hopefully do it. And then Steph just shooting threes, only from deep. If
Steph can put up 35 again, they're going to win. But he has to have an otherworldly performance, in my opinion.
Yeah. The thing is, if they win, I'm worried about playing the Thunder, though. That's going to be a hard matchup.
Yeah, I think. I think for you guys, getting to the playoffs is a huge win for your team, given what you had this season. But beating the Thunder, I mean, it's pretty much impossible.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they'll get maybe one game, but even as a Warriors fan, I don't really think they'll beat the Thunder. That team's just too stacked.
They are. They're very, very good at basketball. Brother Hassan. Before you go, I'm asking everyone I'm doing a bracket challenge with ESPN. There's a link in my TikTok bio. Winner gets $100. But of the first round matchups, the only matchup I have going to 7 is Lakers-Rockets. Do you have a matchup that you think is going to go to 7 games in the playoffs?
I would say the Timberwolves and the Nuggets.
Bro, that'd be a treat.
I mean, that would be amazing. I remember it was 2 years ago when they went to 7. I mean, I would say either them or probably I would say Cavs and Raptors, because I feel like the Raptors are a sneaky team this year. I feel like they can push it to 7. So,
yeah, I worry about them inside, but I could totally see that one going to 7. Hassan, like I said, brother, thanks for calling in. Fill out that bracket. Now, I'm live every night after the postseason games, so follow along and clock the show and call back whenever you want, bro.
Okay, for sure. Thank you.
All right. Peace. Hailstorm Sports in here. Ethan said, I'm going to be opening up the phone lines in about 2 minutes. So, Hailstorm, if you want to call back in 2. Cohen said, yeah, me too. Trailblazers aren't too bad, though, but maybe just 1 win. I have them winning 2 games just because that place is going to be a really, 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 really tough place to play. I think they get that first home game in there. I think they can even sneak one on the road. Portland's a good basketball team. They're well coached. I like them a lot. Raptors not losing like that. I have the Raptors getting swept, bro. I don't see this Cavs team slowing down at all for a single second. I think the defense for Toronto in the front court is going to struggle with those 2 7-footers. I think Mobley and Jared Allen are absolutely going to feast. They have great perimeter defense in Toronto. Really, really, really solid. BI is a liability, but obviously we do like what RJ Barrett brings and Scotty Barnes. But who's Scotty Barnes going to guard? Is Scotty Barnes going to take on James Harden? Is he going to be guarding D. Mitch? Who is Scotty Barnes going to be targeting, and who is he going to be defending in this matchup? I'm very, very, very curious about. Killa said Cavs ain't sweeping the Raptors. Okay, brother. Fill out your own bracket. Or call in and tell me why. Am I crazy? I have the 76ers winning as a Knicks fan. Luke, are you crazy? I'm crazy in thinking that Tyrese Maxey is the best player in that series. Yeah, I'm crazy. But to have them win that series against the Celtics, man, can they with a healthy Embiid? OMG. Guys, over my shoulder, I don't know if you guys can see it on TikTok, but we're watching Anchorman on my portable DVD player. We're about to get to that moment where they have that huge fight. It's awesome. I don't think that the 76ers could get through the Celtics, given how balanced and good the Celtics are on both sides of the floor. They're so good defensively. Offensively, they have so many guys that can go out and get a bucket. They do a lot of things really, really well. But if Embiid plays healthy and plays at an MVP pace, I don't think Neemias Queta or Vooch are going to be able to slow him down. It all depends on his health. I don't have him healthy for this series, so I do have it being a 4-1 gentleman's in the Celtics and Sixers series. Hailstorm Sports is going to call in just one moment here, and we're going to hop on the phone lines. But, fellas, before he does that, please hit that follow button if you don't follow already. I'm doing live post-game shows every night of the NBA playoffs. Also, there's a link in my TikTok bio. We're doing an NBA bracket challenge. Fill that out. Submit your bracket. Winner gets $100 from me. It's free to enter. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. This is Hailstorm Sports. How you doing, dog?
What's going on, Zach? How you doing, man?
I'm just pumped for the final play-in games, dude. I'm really actually excited about it. I've realized, Hailstorm, I've realized I'm an actual ball lover. Because I thought when the playoffs play-in were happening, everyone was going to shut down and just do everything and only watch these games. And a bunch of people have called in like, I didn't watch the game. Are we just crazy ball lovers?
Some of the greatest games I've ever watched in my entire life, dude. Steph Curry,
they've been awesome.
Into just like 2015 Steph Curry again.
Yes.
The Hornets, obviously, not even because I'm a Hornets fan, that game was incredible. I mean, the day one of the play-in combined points was like 5 spread total. Like it was.
It was awesome. And then night two was great too. We saw vintage Steph Curry, like you said, and that Magic and Sixers game. It was tight towards the end there too. None of the games were bad at all. This has been awesome, and tonight should be really fun.
Desmond Bain 30-piece. I mean, he had a great game. It was so fun to watch.
Wow. The funny part, Hailstorm, is I was talking crap on Desmond Bain this entire season. Like, what a waste of talent. And then here he is, like, lighting it up from 3. I'm like, all right, that's why you got him.
The last, month, he's been really good. But he had a rough start of the year. And with the injuries, he played all 82, which is shout out because that team has so many injuries.
Yeah.
Dude, obviously I'm a Hornets fan. Dude, I could not sleep last night. I was like, I'm so anxious. Like, this is. We haven't had meaningful basketball in Charlotte in a decade.
No, you haven't. And you got a road game coming up, which is going to be tough. And this is a team that shot really, really, really poorly from 3. They were 32% as a team, and your 2 best shooters were 2 for 23 from behind the arc. Yeah. My sports brain wants me to say there's no shot that happens again, and they're going to shoot a lot better in this game against the Magic. But then I'm like, this is a road game. These are young dudes. It's a high-pressure situation. Do you think they shoot better, or do you think they stink again?
So Khan shoots a lot better on the road. It's really weird. That's a real stat. You can look it up. He's like 5 or 6% better shooter on the road. Like, it's crazy. So that is a real stat. The Hornets have more wins on the road than they have at home this year. So that is
I did not. That's a good one, too. And Luke, Internet Dude, and King Lathan, thank you for the follow, guys. Go on, Hailstorm.
But mostly because they started their like when they woke up the season, like in January, they had a big West Coast road trip and they had like 9 in a row. Those are all on the road, or like maybe one went at home. So
and that's why the splits are better.
All like, huh?
And that's why the road splits are better.
I think so, but either way, I think that the Heat are we're like a better version of the Magic. Does that make sense? Like physical defense.
Yeah, totally.
Score.
Totally.
But I don't know. I can't feel confident. I won't feel confident. It's gonna have we're gonna have to. I'm not gonna celebrate those final buzzers going on, even if we're up by like a lot late, which I don't think we are. Because this is competitive basketball.
So Hailstorm.
Fan. What's up?
I was just going to say, Internet Dude is in here asking why Khan is playing so badly, and it's a good thing we have Hailstorm on. Hailstorm works for Locked On Hornets. He has a media pass with the team. He's very, very clued in. Can you share with Internet Dude and some guys that are listening as to what you told me the other night about his health and his back?
So there's even more since then I had thought about, too. So Khan, he's dealing with some kind of back injury. If you watch when he comes in from the being off on the bench, when he checks in, he takes off a back brace, which wasn't what he was doing at the beginning of the year. That is a new development. The last couple of weeks, he's been shooting poorly. It's been a thing. Brandon Miller also had cooled off from 3. He shot pretty well from 3 the playing game, thank God. He hit that. People are going to forget because the Kobe shot that sent it overtime, but the shot before that was Brandon Miller. How they couldn't have been any closer to blocking that three-pointer. And he put it through to cut the lead to 1.
Yeah.
And Tyler Hero hit 2 free throws, and then Kobe hits the 3. But Khan, he's only missed 1 game this year. But he's played through some injuries. He had like an ankle thing he played through, and now it's the back. and you can just tell his form is not quite where it was to start the year. He's made comments like late in the year about how because of it he wasn't getting his feet where he was supposed to be, and he's trying to be more mindful of getting his feet right.
Mm-hmm.
And when he made those comments, he came back and tried a couple games better. But he has looked a little worse. He also, you got to think about this. He went from last year in college. Cooper Flagg not playing the ACC tournament game. He played the entire ACC tournament game carrying Duke. Then they go to the March Madness, plays to the Final Four, then immediately goes through all the draft process, goes to all the team workouts, the combine, then immediately gets drafted and then goes to the team workouts, immediately goes to the summer league. The Hornets win the summer league final. He plays all the games in summer. He missed one game in summer league.
Yeah,
played the entire summer league. Then he had OTAs, so he worked out or whatever it is for basketball. I forget what they call it. But all the immediately went to his off-season workouts with the team, getting with the team. Then he plays 81 out of 82 basketball games. Plus he played a couple preseason games as well.
And he was in the Rising Stars, right?
January. Huh?
Was he in the Rising Stars All-Star game?
Yeah, he also did the Rising Stars. He did the 3-point contest, and he did the weird like celebrity, not celebrity, but like they had like the It was Team Cameron. It was like Duke guys. It was him, Jalen Johnson, and who else was it? I forget. But he did like 3 events at the All-Star. He hasn't had a break, and he's tired. Like you just saw he's on his leg.
Yeah, it sounds like he's been playing basketball.
A little better, but
he's been playing basketball for like 2 years straight. It sounds like.
Yeah, and like I said, like with Brandon, he's both of his seasons, like last 2 years, have ended short. So like he hasn't played full 82, and this year he had an injury to start the year, but everyone's been healthy since. I mean, LaMelo has played like 65 straight games now.
Yeah, he's been healthy. The team just looks good, especially obviously the backcourt. Bridges had an unbelievable game. I think he's going to continue to play well. For me, the game is going to get decided in the front court. The Magic's Wendell Carter Jr., his body, this is so sus. He's got such a great basketball body. He's the perfect size. He looks jacked. But when I watch him play basketball, he ends up with like 6 points and 2 boards. I'm like, where is this guy? Listen, Moose and Cockbrenner played a great game against Kel'el Ware, who I think is much better than Wendell Carter. So I think this game gets one in the front court for the Hornets.
Yeah, and Moose is questionable. I think he's going to play. Like I don't think he's not going to play, but he did hurt himself a little bit at the end of the last game.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, the Hornets are excited about their rookie in Con Knippel, but a lot of people forget about Cockbrenner. He's been massive for this team.
Oh yeah, he's been incredible, and he leads the NBA. He leads rookies in blocks and dunks.
Wow.
He's just been just like he had a little stretch where he was injured, but he's been such it's just a solid piece in this rotation. He's been way better off the bench too, because the start of the year the Hornets started him, and it just did not you could tell that Musa was better off than he was. And even though Musa would come off the bench and bring energy, like we needed Musa to start, and it was hurting the starters because they weren't getting like the rebounds and certain things that he's improved since then. But him off the bench with guys like Grant Williams, with Deion James, another rookie who's been just so consistent, shooting has kind of cooled off as well. He started the year shooting like 45% from 3, and then he couldn't hit anything, and then he started hitting everything again when the Hornets got hot again, and now he's cooled off again. Like a bunch of guys just got cold.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think the Hornets win tonight. I couldn't sleep last night. I've been so anxious. Like I don't want to just like oh yeah, they're for sure gonna win.
Yeah.
But when it comes to playoff time, like if the Hornets got swept, I wouldn't be shocked.
Hailstorm, it's going to be an unbelievable game. I think both games are going to be very, very fun. We're super, super stoked about it. Maybe we can hear from you after. If not, I will be live again on Saturday night, so we can talk ball sometime this week.
I'll probably call you unless I'm doing something locked on. So if I'm not doing anything from locked on, win or loss, I'll give you a call.
Absolutely. Tell the Locked On guys I said what up. I appreciate everything they do. Dog, Hailstorm Sports, that's the TikTok. He'll be in the chat for like 1 second, so follow him when he gets in there.
Bet. See ya.
All right, peace. OX Chewy said, Zach, Cavs 4-0. I do. I've got the Cavs sweeping. That's a team that has a bitter, bitter taste in their mouth with how things ended last year. That's a team that everyone said is dead. A team that no one believed in that conference. A team that added James Harden and got way, way better. They've got 2 7-footers in Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Who does Toronto have to stop them? Jakob Poeltl, who's been hurt all year? I'm good on that. Okay, send Scotty Barnes on Donovan Mitchell. We still have James Harden. Send Scotty Barnes on James Harden. We still have Donovan Mitchell. I'm not a Cavs fan. I'm a Lakers fan through and through. So I'm not being clouded by judgment or fandom. What I believe deep down is the Raptors are a good basketball team, but I think the Cavs are furious and angry and are not taking no for an answer. I think they roll through Toronto, and if it's not a 4-0 sweep, it's a 4-1 sweep, in my opinion. Knicks are winning 4-2, said Logan. Maybe. Luke said, do you think there's any chance the Wolves can win against the Nuggets? Luke, yeah, there's definitely a chance. I just don't think the Wolves have been a very good basketball team this year, man. I mean, obviously, I know Anthony Edwards has been hurt. He's missed the last month. He hasn't played since March 13th. But overall, this team just hasn't been very good. I think, like, Julius Randle's played the most games that he's played since 2017, so that's been nice, but he hasn't been nearly as productive as he was his final 2 seasons in New York. Denver is 3-1 against Minnesota this year, and they have the best player on the planet, like, averaging a triple-double in his sleep, dog. Come on, man. Like, you got to go with Jokic, in my opinion, but can Anthony Edwards put the team on his back? Absolutely. I think they win that in 7, barely. Yeah, they could. Hailstorm Sports is absolutely awesome. Guys, hit that follow button for Hailstorm if you have not yet. Why do you pick Hawks over Knicks? I don't think the Knicks have been consistent at all one time this entire season. New York has proven to be a team that can lose to anybody in this league. Sure, they can beat some good teams, Giancarlo, and after I answer this, please hit that follow button. But ultimately, I'm very, very disappointed in the way Mikal Bridges has played this season. OG Anunoby is a better 3 than Mikal Bridges. Cat has been nice, but Cat can disappear. Bridges, I expect to completely disappear. Ultimately, what happens in the fourth quarter is Brunson is the only thing this team has left. And if that's the case, they're not winning a thing. Brunson is at his best when he's getting 11 and 12 assists, when he's facilitating, when he's passing the rock and getting the ball to playmakers. If you're forcing him to be the playmaker and be the primary scorer, it just doesn't work in New York. I thought the team played better under Thibodeau. I don't think they're as well coached under Mike Brown. Simply put, Jalen Johnson is averaging 20, 10, and 10 against this team. I don't think they have anybody to slow Jalen Johnson down. He's a very, very good basketball player. Also, Atlanta has zero pressure on them at all to do anything in this series. This is an Atlanta team that no one thought was going to do anything. We're looking at next year for Atlanta, being like, hey, cool, good job, guys. See you next year. New York has all the pressure in the world. I will say this, though. I think OG can be too tough. OG's going to be good. I think OG's going to have a good series. But the Hawks have Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson can score. Jonathan Kuminga is on this team. They've got dogs, bro. Do not count these Hawks out. They have a good ball team. I don't think they're afraid of New York. They have no pressure. They're playing loose right now. They're playing very, very good. I don't think that New York is in the same boat. I think New York has all the pressure. XD1 said Dexter Lawrence said he wants to play for another team. It might be over. Dexter Lawrence is officially leaving the New York Giants. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ widescreen radio. Seen a bit, Luke. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from New York.
Yeah. You called in the other day. What's your name again,
bro? My name's Nick.
Nick from New York. Can you just mute the stream in the back because we hear me bleeding through a little bit and it's causing some echo. So mute the stream and keep it clean, brother, with what you're saying. But Nick, dog, you're calling into the show. What do you want to talk about today?
I think I'm a Knicks fan. I think the Knicks can beat the Hawks.
You do? You don't think there's too much pressure on this Knicks team?
There is a lot, but I mean, I feel like OG can be a good defender, and I know Mikhail's been very inconsistent, but Mikhail can be really good when he wants to.
Yeah, when he wants to. If he wants to in this series, he can be, but he's been pretty inconsistent. Can I do a thought experiment with you, Nick?
Yeah.
So let's say you guys beat the Hawks in 5 games, right? And then you move on to round 2 and you win that series. And then you move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. I still hear me bleeding through. Are you watching me somewhere else?
No, not at all. Okay. Maybe I have bad service. I don't know.
No, you're good. If they win these next series, I don't think they're going to make a whole lot of moves in the offseason. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're going to be good enough to just run it back.
I think they're only really going to make, like, big moves if they, like, lose first, second round.
Yeah, so if they lose in the first round, there's an option that they maybe go after Giannis in the offseason, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm a big Giannis fan. My dad kind of knows his agent a little bit, actually. So
that's super cool. Maybe your dad can do an interview with us one day. But Nick, on one hand, we have the Knicks losing in round 1 and going after Giannis. On the other hand, we have the Knicks winning in round 1 and round 2 and not making a change. Do you think it'd be better for the Knicks to win this round and move on, or better for New York to lose this round and go after Giannis in the offseason?
I mean, it depends. I wouldn't want to lose into the Eastern Conference Finals. I'd either want to make it to the championship or make a big move. If it's a second round loss or an Eastern Conference Finals loss, we're not making any progress.
Exactly, and if you're not making any progress, the team has to do something different.
Yeah, so I feel like it's either a finals appearance. If we don't make the finals, we go after Giannis.
Wow, that's a high bar that is set, but it's going to be a great series either way. Brother Nick, did you fill out your bracket for the TBWZ bracket challenge?
No, not yet. I'm gonna do that after this.
Dope. There's a link in my TikTok bio to fill out an ESPN NBA playoff bracket. The winner gets $100. But Nick, before you go, can you predict for me one of these series I think is going to be a sweep? Do you want to predict what series you think is going to be a sweep? 4-0.
I think the Thunder might sweep.
Not a bad call. Nick, you were the absolute man. Thanks for following. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk to you again soon, okay, brother?
Thank you.
Peace. Des99 said Blazers in 6. I think I made the wrong call there. Yeah, I'm with you. Israel said Knicks in 4, the entire country. JM said, bro, 4-2 Hawks is terrible ball knowledge. Well, then, JM, call into the show and tell me why. Say it to my face, brother. Lou Robb said, you crazy if you think Barnes going to let them get 4-0. Oh, yeah, Scotty Barnes is going to lock down who, La? Who is Scotty Barnes going to lock down in that series? Let me know. I don't know who he's going to guard. I'm really curious as to who Scotty Barnes is going to guard. Lakers winning? Yeah, duh. Lakers are the best team in the world, brother. They have the best player of all time on their team, bro. Luka Doncic is coming back game 3 or 4, bro. Luka comes back. Dude, hey, the Rockets have not been the same team since the KDF files dropped. Hawks winning. Oh, hell no. Ellie, shut up. Sorry, I've never said shut up to somebody. That was mean of me. Eli. Nick hit the follow button. I absolutely love that. It helps me grow. It helps me show. We are growers and showers on this show. We're live on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok.com. Please follow anywhere you get TBWZ and keep watching along. I'm doing live post-game shows every night of the playoffs, so continue to tune in, talk ball, and take calls. We're getting a call right now. If you want to call after this call, please hit my line. It's 213-352-5216. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ, widescreen radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah. I'm calling in to tell you and everybody in the world that the Knicks are going straight to the NBA Finals. I'm not going to lie.
You got them going straight to the finals?
Yeah, they're going straight to the final. They're sweeping every opponent they're going through.
Who do you have as the finals MVP? Is it Brunson or Cat?
I have Jalen Brunson. Karl-Anthony Towns' defense is really bad, but not as bad as, other big-time centers in the league. But Jalen Brunson is going to carry the ball for almost 19 seconds off the shot clock and, do his thing. The only issue I have is, Detroit. But we went against Detroit last year, and you know how that went.
Yeah, you guys did beat Detroit last year. I do struggle. Have you beaten them this year, though?
Yeah, we have beaten Detroit. We played Detroit 5 times. I think the record is 3-2. They have 3 wins against us while we have 2.
3-2. All right, I'll just take your word for it. I'm not going to look it up or anything. But do you worry about Mikal Bridges at all in this game or this series?
I have no issue with Mikal Bridges. Because
none at all.
Bridges, no issue. What issue you think I'm going to have with Mikal Bridges?
I think he just disappears sometimes in games and walks away with 8 points. And I'm like, well, how's that guy only scoring 8 for us?
The person I'm scared to disappear is Karl-Anthony Towns. That's the person I'm terrified.
You're more scared of Cat disappearing than you are Bridges.
Yes.
Huh.
Because you got to put it in perspective. Mikal Bridges, we got Mikal Bridges strictly for a lockdown defense. We don't care about his offense. Yes, he's going to score. Yes, he's going to make some shots. But we don't care about the offense. The defensive side is what we matter about Mikal Bridges. But when it comes to Karl Anthony Towns, we rely on him on offense. He is the second option no matter what a Knicks fan think of. Karl Anthony Towns is the second option. So when he's out, like when he's not playing defense, like we saw against the Indiana Pacers, when he's not shooting, like we saw against Boston, when he's not performing well on the court, that's where we get scared at. Because Mitchell Robinson, he can't do nothing.
Really?
What could Mitchell Robinson do?
I thought Mitchell Robinson's probably the best player off your bench.
He is, but defensively, yes. Offensively, no.
Okay.
That's the scary part.
Yeah, I mean, off the bench, sure, but you got Landry Shamet, Jordan Clarkson off the bench. Jordan Clarkson's your best off-the-bench scorer.
They don't show off in playoffs. Those players do not show off in playoffs. I don't care how stacked our bench is. Jose Alvarado, Jeremy Solin, Jordan Clarkson, Tyler, whatever his white boy name is, none of them are efficient as the starting five. And I know Mike Brown likes twisting, the lineup so Brunson do not play almost an hour of basketball. But we need Brunson. At the end of the day, Brunson is our offensive scorer. And Brunson reminds me of a Kyrie. Okay, he doesn't have the same playmaking and abilities that Kyrie. Don't get it twisted. But both of them like playing the post a lot. They both like getting low, and they don't mind, posting up and getting a step through for a point. They don't mind that. I don't mind Jalen Brunson play style. I don't mind that he shoots a lot. I do mind is he holding the ball a lot. I recently seen this on TikTok. It was a coaching analytic on the Knicks, and they found out that Jalen Brunson holds the ball out of 19 seconds in the shot clock. Excuse me for my sentence, but what I'm trying to say, he holds the ball for a while. 19 seconds, okay?
He holds the ball for a long time.
Yes, unbelievable. Okay, I don't mind that. As
unbelievable.
We never had that. And the similar holding of that ball that we had is Julius Randle. But Julius Randle, he was a quick scorer. He really wanted a bucket fast. He didn't care about that slow, ISO game that Jalen Brunson does.
Okay.
I'm just worried about OG Anunoby, Karl Anthony Towns not showing out. Because I'm not going to lie, and I'm humbled to say this, the Knicks do not have the best defense.
At the beginning of the call, you told me they're walking all the way to the finals, and then you spent the past 4 minutes telling me why the Knicks are bad.
I'm a Knicks fan. I'm from New York. I'm bold. I have to be honest sometimes. But listen, the thing is though, our competition is not hard. Yes, we're going against Atlanta. I looked at Atlanta, not too bad. They are shooting the most 3-pointers. They don't have the most 3-pointers made, but they are shooting the most 3-pointers. Their efficiency is top 10 in their division. It's really good. But the thing is, they're young. They don't have no playoff experience. This is basically everybody first, besides CJ McCollum, everybody here had their first playoff experience, and it's now. So I'm not worried about Atlanta. Boston or 76er, either or, Jason Tatum is not the same. I'm sorry to break it to the Celtics fan. You probably got Celtics fans hating on you right now, but Jason Tatum is not the same. Okay? Jaylen Brown, great. He's a dog. Don't get it twisted. I have him for MVP in my opinion, but he's not consistent. He's not consistent when it comes to the playoffs. Okay, and the role players outside of this have not been, the same as we've seen them, other seasons ago. Okay, Peyton Pritchard, he's all right. Derek White, he's getting old. I don't know the newbies, that white boy that been hooping lately and the center, but that's it. Whoever his name Simmons, whoever they grabbed from Portland, he haven't really contributed. They barely gave him minutes. So it's like, and that series, I'm sorry to interrupt. Continue.
No, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Please, you're absolutely crushing this. I just have it on the phone line. I usually put the person's name. I just put Knicks fan in there. Did you want to have put your name up there, or do you want to just be Knicks fan?
Yeah, my name is Antonio. You could call me Tone if that's shorter for you.
Tone, that sounds great, Tone. Please continue on. You said you're not that afraid of Boston. They've got those white boys you don't know about, Anthony Simmons.
Yes, the new youngins. You feel me? But the thing is, that's where I need Karl Anthony Towns to play. You feel me? That's where I need him to dominate. The center is a rookie. The center inexperienced when it came to playoffs. And a lot of people are like, it doesn't matter the playoffs. They're still going to play the same. Mentally, they're not going to be there because everybody know what at stake and everybody just nerves is hitting them hard. So nobody's going to play the same. They know what at line. Every point matters.
Yeah.
Okay?
There's a lot of pressure.
We've seen it in the play-in.
Do you worry about the pressure on New York to win this year, though?
No. And you know why? History. New York City, listen, a lot of players don't like playing in New York because of that. There's too much pressure. You feel me?
Yeah.
The greats like Pastor Ewing and Willis Reed express their feelings on playing for New York. And it's great. You got great fans, but you're going to have a lot of expectation that came with it.
You do.
Like them. Julius
Tone.
Randle. Yes?
Tone, I usually keep them to 5 minutes. I let you go a little bit longer because you're an absolutely unbelievable caller. Is it cool if I clip some of this and put it on TikTok and Instagram?
Yeah, you're great. Yeah, this is cool.
Tone, thank you, man. We're live every single night after postseason games, so call in after Knicks games and talk with us and follow along.
I would love to.
And call back whenever you want, okay, Tone?
I got you. What's your name so I could save it?
Yeah, it's Take Back with Zach is where you find me all over the internet.
I got you.
Tone, you're the absolute man.
Live and I'll follow you.
Bro.
But I'm gonna finish up for you too, so you could talk to more people. The point is, Boston easy. If Karl Anthony Towns plays good, he good. Pistons. If we go to the Eastern Conference, Pistons, same thing. I'm just worried about how Karl Anthony gonna play. He's a stretch big. He can shoot threes. I'm not worried about nothing else. Jalen Brunson crossed Asher Thompson ankles. I don't need to say much. That's a game 5 or a sweep. But the finals, whoa. The finals, it's going to go to a game 7. The Knicks history in general, outside of the new lineup, the Knicks history had dealt with tough competition in the finals. 1970, Lakers versus Knicks. Willis Reed going against Will Chamberlain and Jerry West. 2000, the Knicks coming back from the AC. They're the first one to ever do it. They're going against Prime Dave Robinson and Tim Duncan. The Knicks, 1996, they went to the NBA Finals. Guess who the fuck they lost to? A motherfucker who legitimately invented a move. They lost to the great Hakeem Olajuwon, right? So when it comes to tough battle like this, I think New York going to do what they usually do and upset the Goliath of the sport, like they always do in every category. But yeah.
Tone, you're a wordsmith, brother. Unbelievable stuff. Thanks for calling. I hope to talk to you soon, okay?
I would love to come through if you talk about the Knicks game, post-game comment. I would love to do that. I don't mind.
Absolutely.
But I'm going to let you go. I know you need more people to talk to. Shout out to everybody. Let go, Knicks.
Go, Knicks. Thanks, Tone. That was unbelievable. What an epic call from Tone. People don't so it does take me some time usually to like create a contact on here. But Tone from New York just got an instant contact. And Dylan hits the follow button and Bunny Rabbit hits the follow button. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you for tuning into the show. Tone just called in. He's going to be calling in Juvenile. Oh! All you guys who are following the show, thank you so much. We have a bracket challenge that we're doing with the NBA playoff bracket. There's a link in my TikTok bio if you fill that out. You can join our bracket challenge. Winner gets $100. V, thank you for the follow. Man, Tone just blew me away. My favorite part was like the call started with him saying like how you think the Knicks are going to lose to the Hawks. And then Tone just went off and listed about 100 different ways that the Knicks could lose to the Hawks. But he's a true Knicks fan. That is how they operate up there. They love their team more than anything, but no one hates the Knicks more than Knicks fans. Fellas, we got 2 big games tonight, and what I could do for you at this 3:10 p.m. Pacific time hour is give you my predictions on the play-in games tonight. If anybody wants to call into the show, the number's at the top of the screen. It's 213-352-5216. This is where we talk ball and take calls, so it's up to you if you want to join the show. I have Charlotte winning this game against the Magic tonight. I have a few reasons why. One, Charlotte is 3-1 against Orlando this season. They're 2-0 at Orlando, and the one win for Orlando came before the Hornets were even a team that anyone thought about as good. Hello, am I muted? What's up, Ryan? You think we sweep Toronto? If you're a Cavs fan, then yes, brother, I do. Ryan said, can I call in? Yeah, of course, brother. I'm right here. For me, the game tonight with the Hornets and Magic is going to be won or lost in the front court for the Hornets. Wendell Carter, unbelievable specimen of a human being. I'm not gay, but when I watch him play, I'm like, that guy's a great body. Pause.
Daddy, chill.
His body's incredible. I'm telling you guys, Wendell Carter Jr., he has a top 5 body in the NBA. No cap, Jay, what up? If anybody wants to call into the show and give their top 5 NBA bodies, I will do something very, very special for you. I don't know what it is just yet. I'll give you $5. I'll Venmo you $5 if someone calls in with their top 5 NBA bodies, and it's a good list. It can't be a bad list. You could also call in and give me your top 5 all-MOG NBA team. If Kelly Oubre is not on your all-MOG team, you're doing something wrong. Speaking of mogging, shout out to Clavicular, Brother Overdose. I look like Clavicular. Just kidding. Wendell Carter Jr., he plays the big for the Magic. He struggled a lot against Philly. Moose and Cockbrenner, I was really impressed with how they played against Kel'el Ware. Kel'el Ware is a huge big, dude. He was rebounding like crazy, but they found a way to get inside on Kel'el Ware and get good positioning and out-rebound him towards the end of the game. I think they do that again tonight. I think you're going to see a lot of second-chance opportunities for Charlotte. This is a team that shot 32% from 3 in their last game, 44% from their field. Their 2 best three-point shooters were combined 2 for 23. That's not happening again tonight. I will promise you that. It is not happening again tonight. So I have the Hornets over the Magic because of that. Vaughn said Luka hurt, Reeves twerked. Lakers in 5. Yes, sir. There it is. Luka hurt, Reeves twerked, Bronny on a shirt. Lakers in 5. Vaughn, yes, sir. Kobe Bean is here, not because I'm a fan of him, but because I'm a fan of that team. Go Lake Show. I'm a Lakers fan. I live in Southern California. I am doing live post-game NBA shows after every single playoff game this season. So if you want to follow along here on Twitch, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, I'm going to be doing live shows every single night of the playoffs. So please tune in, follow along, and call in whenever you guys want. I'm also doing a bracket challenge. That's a link in my TikTok bio. You think Hawks in 6? Says, yeah, Bisira. I do. I do think Hawks in 6. I think they win both of the road games. I think it becomes a 4-2 series pretty quickly. I think they sneak one away in New York, and ultimately they win that thing at home in Game 7 or Game 6. Nazo said Knicks hate per usual. I'm usually pretty high on the Knicks. I don't think they're a consistent basketball team. In a 7-game series, consistency matters a lot. I think there's a ton of pressure on New York. I think the Hawks are playing very, very loose. Jalen Johnson is averaging 20, 10, and 10 on the... And Nas Reed is in the chat. Holy crap, guys. Nas Reed is here. The Nas Reed, the 6th man of the year. Nas Reed is in my live right now. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. A bunch of people just jumped in because Nas Reed is here. That is so awesome. If you're in here and do not like the live, please like the live. If you don't follow, please hit that follow button. Warriors. Yo, Nas Reed is actually here. Sick engagement bake, said Jake. I don't think that the Nuggets are going to win, says Nas Reed. And he just hit the follow button. Thank you, Nas, for the follow. Let me tell you why the... Let me tell you why the Timberwolves are actually going to beat the Nuggets, because Nas Reed is in here, and I don't want to say that the Nuggets are going to win in 6 while he is in here. The reason I have the Timberwolves beating the Nuggets, and this list is actually a typo over there, the reason I have the Nuggets losing to the Timberwolves is because Nas Reed is the actual best basketball player in the league.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka.
No, that is Nas Reed. That's really Nas Reed, guys. That's really, really him. You got that right. There he is. Nas Reed is in the chat. In all actuality, I can break down that series. I have notes on all of that if you guys want. Minnesota-Denver is quietly one of the best rivalries we have in basketball. If anybody wants to call in and talk about that game in particular, the phone lines are open. It's at the top of the screen. It's 213-352-5216. So glad to see Nas in here following the show. The Nuggets are coming into this thing on a 12-game winning streak, and Anthony Edwards has not played since March 13th. So on one end, you've got the Nuggets on this insane heater, finishing the season really well, Jokic averaging a triple-double in his sleep, and on the other end, you have a superstar in Nas Reed. So, what are you going to do there, bro? What are you going to do? The Serbian who's averaging a triple-double in his sleep on a team that's on a 12-game winning streak, or Nas Reed? I think it's pretty obvious, brother. We're going with Nas Reed.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah.
What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yo. My name's Amar. I'm calling from Georgia.
You said Amar?
Amari, yeah.
Amari from Georgia. My friend, are you in the Atlanta area, Amari?
Yes, I am.
Do you find yourself a Hawks fan? Because I currently have the Hawks beating New York in 6.
Yeah, no, what's it called? I actually called to talk about how you have the Lakers winning in 7 over the Rockies.
Can I preface it by saying I'm a diehard Lakers fan?
Okay, so you were going to put them winning no matter what.
No matter what. I had to for my fans. But yeah, dude, I'm worried about this game because of how good Houston is at rebounding. Lakers don't really have a big that's going to out-rebound any of those guys.
And I mean, I just feel like the Lakers going in there with like a 40-year-old Braun as their number one option. And I don't know if you probably know better than me. Is Austin Reeves going to be back in the first round?
Austin Reeves, I do not have coming back. I think Luka will be there game 5 if it's still a close series by then. But you brought it up, dude. Our best player is a 41-year-old LeBron James. Like, can LeBron put the team on his back again? I believe he can because I've seen him do it a million times, but I understand people who think he can't.
And then my last thing is, like, even as a diehard, do you think that, like, if y'all do somehow make it out of the first round, y'all think you can make a championship push?
If we make it out of the first round and we get Austin Reeves back for round 2 and we get a healthy Luka for round 2, I still think we lose to the Thunder. The Thunder are just that good, bro.
That's fair. All right, appreciate it.
Of course, Amari. Thanks for following the show. We'll talk to you soon, bro.
All right.
Peace. He's like, yeah, I don't actually follow, but yeah, sure, whatever. Dude, Nas, thanks for jumping in here, brother boy, bro. In all honesty, with that Lakers series that my friend Amari just brought up from Georgia, shout out to Georgia, shout out to the Hawks, shout out to the Braves. Braves are playing good basketball. Luke, thank you for the follow, bro. Brother in Christ, God bless you, dog. Brother in Christ, God bless you. We start every day with the verse of the day on this show. On Twitch and YouTube, I do an hour before. What's up, John? I do an hour just on Twitch and YouTube, which I call the Power Hour. I also clip that out and put that out on a video on YouTube if you want to check that out. And then I go on TikTok for the middle 2 hours and then 1 more hour at the end on Twitch and YouTube. So if you want to see the full show, it's on a different platform. Hawks in 6, said Luke. Prayer hands emoji. Shout out to Christ. But we start every single one of those shows with the verse of the day. Today's verse was 1 Corinthians 3. We read a passage towards the end there. Jamal Murray, Tim Hardaway Jr., Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson, Spencer Jobs, and maybe in and Peyton out. You have that official for us. Yeah, John Goings. Nas Reed is in here hanging out with us. If that's official, Aaron Gordon is having a great season. The thing for me in this Nuggets and Timberwolves series that everybody wants to talk about right now, Jamal Murray is quietly having like his best season ever, dude. Jamal Murray has been going off this entire season. Part of it being because he's been one of the healthier guys on that Nuggets team that's dealt with injuries all year. That team that was like trying in the regular season. When I watched the... Thank you for that info, by the way, bro. Who are you? I can't see your profile picture. Straw what? Straw what Muse? I'm going to hit you with that follow, bro. Thank you, dog. If you got any sort of information and stuff like that, guys, if you have insider information, please send it to the chat. Absolutely love that kind of stuff. Minnesota, does it not feel like they've slightly been playing with their food all season? This is a basketball team that, on paper, brother, we all know that team rocks, dude. That team rocks. And they have the 6th man of the year, Nas Reed, on their team, dog. But I've been watching them play basketball, and I'm like, I've seen them at full strength not look good. The best win I saw of them by far was that comeback win in Houston against Rockets team that's dead, and they did it without Anthony Edwards on a game that Julius Randle went absolutely haymaker on. The Wolves are such a good team in the playoffs, though. Prezi just said it, bro. Great minds think alike, dog. The Wolves are 5 times better in the playoffs. I'm with you, dude. The Wolves are such a good playoff team. I worry, though, about a team that was like, I'm not going to sit here and say I think they were sandbagging, but it didn't look like they were really giving their all in the beginning part of this season and in the regular season at all. I know at the end, we didn't see Anthony Edwards for a month, so I don't know what this team would have looked like. Should they have like ramped up into playoff form? Because the best teams, we see it happen. We see them ramp up into playoff form. The Celtics don't. The Celtics are just good the whole time. The Thunder are good the whole time. Victor Wembanyama has not taken a game off. But the Nuggets, Denver, the Lakers, teams like, I thought the Pistons did this a little bit. New York has done this a little bit. The Hawks have done this. They ramp up into playoff form. I don't think since Anthony Edwards was out for the last month, I don't think they got the opportunity to like really ramp up. Right? This is a team that I haven't seen championship level basketball out of this team much this season. And I've seen championship level basketball outside of the Nuggets almost every time they're out there, dude. Ultimately, the difference maker is obviously Naz Reid, our biggest fan. He's a huge fan of the show, by the way. He just gifted us 100 subs on Twitch, by the way. So if you want to join us on Twitch, Naz Reid's out here dropping subs on us all the time. It's facts. I just do not see a world where Jamal Murray is playing this good of all season and Jokic is averaging a triple-double in his sleep. I just don't see a world where that team loses to the Wolves. But ultimately, I don't know what the Wolves are going to look like. The Wolves haven't showed me what they look like in the regular season, and they're going to come out and surprise a lot of people. A lot of people. They should have never been the 6th seed, in my opinion. You can't just play with your food all season and expect to make a run in the playoffs, but if anyone can do it, it's Anthony Reid. it's Anthony Edwards and Naz Reid, brother. Hawks winning 4-2, please explain. Mason Justice, if you hit the follow button and like the live, I'll explain it for you. Emery, I don't think the Raptors get at least one. So, Emery, let me explain a little bit. I'll explain for you, but not Mason Justice. Just kidding. Love you guys. I had to pick a sweep. OMG. Thank you, N0. Thank you, Nolan. I had to pick a sweep on this list, right? Emery, thank you for the follow. There's going to be historically one sweep and one Game 7 in each series. So, I picked the Cavs-Raptors as the sweep, in my opinion, just because I think the Cavs are playing that good of basketball. I think they have the best 4 in the East. I don't think the Raptors have someone that's going to slow down the 2 7-footers inside. Right now, Jakob Poeltl is the best chance that the Raptors have of slowing down Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. Jakob Poeltl has been hurt pretty much all season, and we have not seen them really slow down a front court like this. Obviously, you've got Harden and you've got Donovan Mitchell in the backcourt who can hoop. Scotty Barnes is going to neutralize one of them, so I absolutely believe that this game is going to get one in the front court for the Cavaliers. And if that's the case, man, I'm going to go with Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. But if you want to call into the show and tell me why I'm wrong, the number is above my head, way at the tip top. It's 213-352-5216. Please, I'm looking for a caller. Also, additionally, if you want to join our NBA bracket challenge right here, fellas, there's a link in my TikTok bio. You fill out your NBA ESPN bracket challenge in my group. Winner gets $100. So there's a link in my bio to fill that out. How do you know that Naz Reid is really him on the live? Why would anybody pose as Naz Reid? You know what I mean? Nobody lies on the internet. I've never gone online and heard someone lie. So I don't lie to you guys. Thank you, Naz. Yeah, exactly. Backing me up, dog. But you guys forget that they have practice right now. So Naz is showing this live to Ant-Man and to Rudy Gobert. They're translating it into French for him. All of those guys in Minnesota right now are watching this live. And they're all like this. Ah! They're all saying, They're all saying, okay, white boy. That's what they're saying. Oh, I like this white boy. He's funny. They're all saying that. Who do you think wins in Celtics versus Hawks? Oh, Can't guard Lou wants to jump all the way to round 2. And just got news from Coach Julius is now active and will play. Breaking news from Naz Reid in our TikTok chat. Julius Randle is playing tonight. Oh, Drip God just joined. Drip God, you deserve something like this, dog.
Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah.
What if that song wins a Grammy? What are we going to do? What am I going to tell my kids one day? Like, Dad, what's the best song from 2026? Let's see. It was probably,
Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah.
Oh, Blix shared the live. Thank you, guys. If you know someone who will call into the show, share the live with them. So I had to pick one sweep on here, and I picked the Cavs-Raptors as my sweep. I also had to choose one series that went to 7, and I think it's Lakers-Rockets that go to 7. I have 3 of these series, though, going 4-2. I have 3 of these series going 4-2. Here's the other thing to notice, fellas. How many away teams or home field disadvantaged teams do I have winning? I only have 1. Luke, best song of all time. Yeah, it's either that or Calling All You Angels. Rest in peace to Garrett Anderson. I only have 1 home court disadvantaged team winning, and that's the Hawks. Home court is a big advantage. I think a lot of people forget, especially when a series goes 6 or when a series goes 7. Thank you, DV, for the follow. Cade said Nuggets ain't winning. Cade, if you want to call into the show, numbers at the top of the screen. I would love to get a caller in here soon. Have you seen the last couple of years of the Wolves going against the Nuggets? 5'6" demigod. I don't know a single 5'6" man that is not a demigod, so I'm glad you are with me on that one. Have I seen the last few years of the Knicks or the Nuggets versus Timberwolves? I apologize for my stutter. I got a bad concussion when I was a junior. I haven't been able to talk well since. They didn't play last year in the playoffs. Famously did not play. The Wolves did make it to the conference finals, got gentlemen swept by the Thunder. This season, I'm pretty sure Denver is 3-1 against the Timberwolves. Can we check this together as a unit, as a squad? Denver is 3-1 this season against the Timberwolves. The only game they lost was on March 1st. They lost by 9 points at home. Wow, Hawks in 6 would be insane to see. Yusuf, you and I will see it together. Suns not beating Warriors? I agree. Do we want to talk about that game right now? Because I have a stat for you guys if you want to hear that game, okay? The Warriors pulled off a miracle win against the Clippers, and it was all fueled by an insane performance in the game by Steph Curry and Draymond Green absolutely clamping down Kawhi Leonard. Do I think Draymond Green is going to be able to clamp Dylan Brooks tonight? Yeah, sure. We can go that way. Here's the kicker, though. Golden State needs to hit a lot of threes. The Suns are the number 1 3-point defense in the entire league. All the metrics with attempts, 3 points made, and 3-point shooting percentage, the Suns are the best defensive team in the NBA when it comes to guarding the threes. This is a Warriors team that needs those 3-pointers to win this game. I don't know if they have the guys to do it inside, so that's why I have the Suns beating the Warriors tonight, and it's a home game. Sorry about that, brother. What is up? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. It's going to be 76ers and 4. What is this list? They're getting swept. Celtics are ass.
76ers and 4. You heard it here first. So you've got them. You got Embiid coming back in the series?
No, we don't even need that, bro. All we need is Maxey, and I think that's it. And
is he the best player in this series, Tyrese Maxey?
No, but that doesn't matter. He's gonna get like the Halliburton treatment, and he's gonna go crazy. And you're hearing it here first, and we're gonna win, and it's gonna be big, and
go Birds, I think is what he meant to say at the end there. Why you choose the Lakers? Mello, because I'm a Lakers fan. I'm always gonna ride or die with my guys. Always. Fellas, Nas Reed is still in this chat, by the way, guys. Say what up to Nas Reed. Give him a follow. If you don't follow Take Back with Zach, please hit that follow button. Additionally, there's a link in my TikTok bio to join our ESPN NBA Playoff Bracket Challenge. Fill that out. Winner gets $100. I'm going to continue on with my analysis about the Suns and the Warriors. I can't really show you guys live right now because I don't have the overlay looking exactly like I want it to be, and my notes are all out of order. Here it is. Phoenix has been great at defending the 3 all year. They have the lowest 3-point percentage against them. They're number 2. They're only 0.2 percentage points behind Detroit in 3-point percentage against. I don't think the Warriors are going to be able to hit their threes the way they did against the Clippers. Okay? My struggle with the Suns is like, I don't think Devin Booker has like proved himself as like a guy who could be the number 1 option on a championship team. Steph Curry has a million times. Draymond Green has proven he could do it. Kristaps has proven they can do it. All these guys have proven many things. I don't know if Devin Booker has proven it. And chat, I would love to know from you. Do you think Devin Booker still has something to prove, or do you think he's proven that he's a number 1 guy? So in the chat, either drop a number 1 if you believe that Devin Booker can be a number 1 guy. Drop a number 2 if you think he can be a 2. The best the Suns ever looked, though, is when KD was on that team. Don't talk to me about that team that made the finals. That was the bubble year. Mog thinks Devin Booker could be a number 1 guy. Devin Booker's number 2 guy, says Dominic. Mog said, hear me out. Dude, if you want to call into the show after this call, please, I will hear you out. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ widescreen radio. Please mute the stream in the background. Keep it clean because I get in trouble when people cuss. And let people know your name and where you're calling from.
Yep, no problem. Name is Prince, calling from Virginia.
Prince from VA, my guy. Dude, welcome to the show. Have you ever called in before? Oh, thank you.
No, this is actually my first time.
First time calling in. I absolutely love it. You're in Virginia. That's a little bit of like a NBA no man's land. Who are you a fan of over there?
Unfortunately, the Pelicans.
You're a Pels fan. That is tough. They are not in the playoffs, but there are some fun teams in the playoffs. Brother, did you have any predictions on round 1, or did you want to talk about games tonight?
I want to talk about the games tonight, so I do have a question.
Hit me.
Do you think if the Hornets can get past the Magic, they can possibly upset the East and make it to the conference finals?
They'd be playing the Pistons, dude, and this is a Hornets team that struggled to score on Miami. If they struggled to score on Miami and shot 32% from 3 against the Heat, I think they might get clamped pretty hard defensively against the Pistons. I'd consider that one probably a 4-1 series, in my opinion.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, brother.
Makes a lot of sense.
How was your day? Did you work or did you go to school?
I actually went to work, military.
You're in the military, brother. Thank you so much for your service. Is there one thing in particular that you would say to encourage people to join the Special Forces?
I would say if you're not sure about it, don't do it. If you are sure about it, go for it.
Absolutely, brother. They pay you decently well. You get to serve your country while you're at it and travel the world and experience some cool things. Coolest place you've ever been as a member of our military?
Norway.
Wow. Beautiful women?
Wow. Yes, absolutely.
That's why we love it. Prince, thanks for following. Thanks for calling. We'll talk to you soon, okay, bro?
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
All right, peace. My guy Prince, shout out to them. Cam said he could be a number 1. Mog said he could be a number 2. He said, I'm not even a Suns fan, but when Giannis played them, he proved something. Dude, does anybody remember? Bro, let's go. Is anybody down for a trip down memory lane? Breaking news. We're going on a trip down memory lane. Breaking news. Do you remember in that finals matchup between the Suns and the Bucks? In game like 1 or 2, do you remember when Giannis's knee or his whole leg bent backwards? He hyperextended his knee the wrong way. Hey, why the long way? Giannis completely shattered his entire leg, and we thought that series was over, and then he came back. Does anybody know what happened there? I'm so confused. IMOG said, worst take I've heard in a while. To me? Okay. The Warriors are winning the finals, said Goku. Absolutely. I'm with you 100%. Put your money where your mouth is. Fellas, like I said, we have 36 people in here. We're absolutely rolling. If you don't know about me, my name is Zach. I do this show live on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. I will be doing this show every single night. Thank you, Demigod, for the follow. I earned it. Earned it the hard way. Earned it the hard way, brother. I do the show every single night after postseason games, so I'm doing a post-season, post-game show. So hit the follow button if you want to be notified when I go live for postseason stuff. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I go live during the day to break down all of the news in sports. Isley said Hornets are winning. I'm with you. Isley Arts. Grant, thank you for the follow. I earned it the hard way. Cantu, do you want one of these? And Bray, you get one of these, okay?
It's money turning me on.
Hey! But the time, sometimes I accidentally say the word. Not gonna lie. Sometimes when I'm singing that song, or when I'm singing Young Thug songs, I'm gonna be straight up and honest with you guys. I cried on the show today. I was giving a eulogy for Garrett Anderson. I was in high school. I went to elementary school with his daughter, and she was in my class, in my grade. So I got to know the Anderson family really well. So I eulogized Garrett Anderson on the show to start, and I cried during it. And I also wanted to let you guys know sometimes when I'm singing Young Thug songs, I accidentally say it. Okay? One day someone asked me, do I have the past? And I say, nah, brother, I just let it rip. That's a joke, by the way. What did I just join into? Samson. What up, Delilah? Rest in peace, my granny. I'm Augie with the follow. Thank you, brother. Guys, we're getting a call right now. Before I take this call, remember, brother, I'm going to put you on hold, but I'm taking your call in just a second. We're doing a live NBA bracket challenge. This is the last day to fill out your bracket. That guy hung up, whoever that was. That 423 number, call you back. Thanks, Imagi. Love you. Goku, thank you, bro. Gavin, what up? Gavin, what up? We're doing an NBA bracket challenge live. If you want to join it, there's a link in my TikTok bio. Winner gets $100. You fill out your ESPN bracket tonight. Once all the games are set, and then you're joined in. Winner gets $100. Simple as that. Hit the follow button. Join the link in my bio. Tune in for all the nonsense. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Tennessee, man.
Brother, how are you doing today? Did you work? Did you go to school? What's up? How's life?
Went to school, man. I've been good. How about you?
Nice. Do you go to University of Tennessee, or are you still in high school?
Oh, I'm still in high school.
Nice, bro. Do you play any sports?
I play basketball.
Absolutely love it, bro. Well, we're talking about some basketball today. Did you have any predictions on the play-in games or the first round or anything?
Yes, I did. So it's not a prediction, it's really a question. How many games do you think it'll take for the Rockets to beat the Lakers?
Brother, are you a Rockets fan going against my fandom in LA?
Yes, I am, man. I think Rockets in 5, man. Come on.
I don't disagree with you, dude. I mean, I disagree with you because I'm a Lakers fan, but using my head and my brains, you guys might out-rebound us by 20 every single game. I think the second chance points are going to be really, really tough for the Lakers to get through.
Yeah, I do agree, but at the same time, I am a Rockets fan and live in Tennessee. Yeah. So, I mean, but still, I mean, it might be a bandwagon, but it's okay. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I mean, our spacing's not that good, so if y'all can stop our inside scoring, really, y'all can really have an advantage on us.
Yeah, it's that. And then have you noticed, you're a fan of this team, and by the way, I never got a name from you. Did you want to keep that private?
Oh, my name's Jackson, man.
Jackson from Tennessee. Jackson, when I was watching this Rockets team at the beginning of the season, I was like, hey, this team can win the finals. And then after the Kevin Durant stuff with the burner and everything, this team looks like they hate each other. Am I wrong there, or have you seen that same thing?
No, I've seen that same thing, honestly, man. But, I mean, they have a right to hate each other, so, I mean.
Yeah. Jackson, are you a Titans fan, or are you all a Houston sports?
I'm really just I'm a Houston fan for everything. I mean, I'm a Texas fan.
Yeah.
Or not a Texas fan. I'm a University of Houston fan for the college, you know. And
absolutely.
So, got to be a Texas fan everywhere. Houston,
I love it, dude. Houston all the way through. Jackson, man, thank you for calling the show. Did you have a prediction on tonight's games?
Who plays tonight? Can you remind me real quick?
So we have the Hornets at the Magic for the 8th seed, and then we have the Warriors at the Suns for the 8th seed in the West.
Warriors win, I think, and I think the Hornets win.
Brother Jackson, thank you for calling the show and following along, bro. You could join our bracket challenge and keep calling back whenever you want, man. This was awesome.
Okay.
All right, peace. We got Rockets fans coming in here hot and heavy. Raptors are not getting swept, said Sam. Probably not. I just think that one of these matchups is going to end up in a sweep because historically that's what we get. So, Sam, who do you think the sweep is going to be? Who do you think the sweep is going to be, Sammy? Celtics sweep? The Sixers? What if Embiid comes back? There's no shot, bro. Cash said the Spurs sweep. Caleb said Spurs sweep. Fellas, in the chat, drop right now who you think is going to be the sweep. Because I have the Cavs being the sweep. I've seen a lot of people saying Spurs. Did anybody see how good Denny Adjeva looked on this Portland team? Denny Adjeva looks great. This Portland team has beat the Spurs in the regular season, too. My reasoning why I don't think that Spurs Trailblazers series is going to be a sweep is because of how difficult of a spot Portland is going to be in the playoffs. Spurs in 5. We got Magic or Hornets. Brother said Spurs in 5 and Cavs in 5. Someone said Denny who? Denny Adjeva. More like Denny Jew. He's Jewish. Guys, we're at 1.8K likes. Can we get up to 2K really fast? Speaking of 2K, would anybody want to play me in 2K one day? I don't know how to play. Sam, thank you for the follow. Denny Adjective is overrated. Joel, if that was autocorrect, that's one of the funniest things in the world. If it was not autocorrect and you actually are calling him Denny Adjective, that's hilarious. I'm going to call my Nauna. I'm going to verb out with my girl. That was stupid. My Miami Heat are unfortunately not in the playoffs. What do you think they need to do to improve? Santi, I put a clip out online, and you guys are absolutely going to roast me for this one. Bam Adebayo if he's the best player on your team, that is a 10 seed that misses the play-in and does not make the playoff. Proven. Point proven. Bam Adebayo cannot be the best player on your team. Hey-oh, word all about it. I'm going crazy. If that's the case, let's trade Bam Adebayo. Let's improve our best player. Tyler Hero has 1 year left on his contract, so we're probably going to keep him. Andrew Wiggins is a $30 million player option for next season. He's staying. In my head, you move some younger pieces to go after Giannis, including Bam, and then you make a real play at Michael Porter Jr. up in Brooklyn. I think you need another ball-handling scorer on that team. Cavs in 7, said Henry. Hornets in 6, said Henry. Wow. Guys, Henry has the Hornets upsetting the Detroit Pistons. Does anybody else have that? In the chat below, say Hornets or say Pistons. And Sam, who just hit the follow button, has the Hawks sweeping the Knicks. That is hilarious. Guys, if you're in here and do not follow, please hit the follow button. Nas Reed watches this show. Do you believe the Lakers can win, or do you think you're biased? Dominic, do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to be a jokester? Because I could be both. But Dominic, let me know what you want me to be. Is Luka actually going to come back in first round? That is the question everybody wants to know. He's currently at rolling. Honest opinion? Okay. Honest opinion about the Lakers, guys. Here we go. And we got to that 2,000 likes. Thank you guys, whoever was doing that. Nas Reed doesn't watch it. He loves it. Yes, Nas! I think the Rockets are going to out-rebound the Lakers like crazy. I think that second chance points is going to be really, really tough on the Lake Show. I believe that J.J. Redick is an awesome coach, but so is Ime Udoka. My one thought about it, the Lakers' chemistry, the Lakers' locker room, the way the Lakers play together as a team, it looks like a group of guys that actually care about each other. On the other end, the Rockets look like a group of guys that absolutely hate each other. Kevin Durant got in trouble because of his burners during the All-Star break, calling Jabari Smith Jr. I censored myself. He said the R slur. Hard R. It's funny on the show, like the first hour I call it the power hour. Hour 2, thank you, Justin. Hour 2 is like talking ball and taking calls. Hour 3, I'm just going to call it the hard R, where we just really let loose. Dominic, I see you've requested to join. I don't do joins on here, but I do have a phone number that you can call in. It's 213-352-5216. If anybody wants to call in the show, you can call in that way. Do not clip this. I think because of the chemistry that the Lakers have, they can hold it together for the first 3 or 4 games. If Luka comes back and it's a 2-2 series, give me the Lakers. If Luka comes back game 5 and it's the 3-1 series Rockets, I'm probably going to take the Rockets in there. But I don't know. It ultimately depends on when Luka Doncic comes back, in my opinion. Cash is in here saying Tim's in 7. Whoa. Still seeing Rockets winning, but I still think Lakers have a chance. Dez, brother, I love you, dog. Thank you for hanging out with us, bro. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. What's your name and where are you calling from?
What's up, man? My name is Dominic. I was the one in the chat. How you doing?
Dom, good to hear from you, bro. Where are you calling in from? What state?
I'm calling in from Cape Coral, Florida.
From Florida, my guy. Beautiful place, beautiful country, beautiful women. Dom, you're calling into the show. You chatted a little bit, but just repeat for the people. What did you want to say?
I just wanted to say I'm sort of in the same boat with you. I feel like I put 1,000 on the Lakers to win the series.
Whoa!
I think their chemistry is strong, regardless if Reeves and Luka isn't in the game, and I feel like it's going to be more or less team
Thank you,
ball
Mike.
rather than just one-handed ball as it was with Luka, even though it worked.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like the Rockets don't like each other. I'm confident Luka will return games 3 or 4, and LeBron can secure a game or 2.
It just feels like the Lakers want to keep going. And Ayton and Vando and Connect and his own son, they all are banding together to try to get LeBron one more ring. On the other end, in Houston, it seems like all they want to do is go to Cancun and get Kevin Durant out of there.
I agree. I know it's a cocky bet that I put in, but I have faith in this team, and I don't think LeBron. I think LeBron has sort of turned a switch. It's a little bit different than the Timberwolves series, as we have actually centers that can rebound and help us. Obviously, Houston's a good rebounding team and a defensive team, but I'm with you, brother. I just want to call in and tell you, Lake Show, we're going to get this done, bro.
Lake Show, Dom, thank you for calling in, bro. Thank you for following. It means a lot. God bless you, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
God bless, brother. How's it going? Bye-bye.
Peace. Like Mike 702 is in the YouTube chat. Guys, I'm live on Twitch. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok. But like Mike said, you really think the Lakers could win without Luka and Reeves? LeBron can lock the heck in. He looks very motivated. Like Mike, that's kind of what it's at. And Skibbity Rizzy, what up, dog? What's up, Andrew? Good to see you again, bro. My thing about LeBron locking in is like, yeah, he always locks in for the playoffs, right? He always does. Coaching also matters a lot in the playoffs. There's not a better coach out there than LeBron James. There's not a single person in the NBA that has more playoff experience than LeBron James. Because Pat Riley's out. Eric Spoelstra's out. Those old heads is out. Popovich is out. There's not a single player in the NBA that has more playoff experience than LeBron James in the history of the league. Thank you, Caden. They're going up against a Rockets team that hates each other. A Rockets team that wants to go home, that's done with this whole thing. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm a Lakers fan. I know I'm a bandwagoner. I know I think LeBron's the GOAT. I know I think Luka's going to come back early. I know I think Austin's going to come back early. I know I think I'm saying all these crazy stuff. At the end of the day, X's and O's wise, I don't think the Lakers are going to be able to get a rebound against Houston because they didn't do it well in the first two series. Ayton doesn't play well against Houston, and he needs to. But gosh darn it, I'm a fan. And if you are not a fan of your team, if you will not go to bat for your team, no matter who is talking crap, brother, maybe you're just not a fan at all. Like Mike said, last season he took a backseat to Luka or AD, etc. LeBron is coming in knowing it's all on him. It's all on him, dog. It's all on him. T said Raptors are not getting swept. Yeah, maybe. Des said, I think they def got a fighting chance if Ingram plays well. The Raptors, that's the big X factor, is Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram is having an incredible year. I thought he should have been at least gotten some love for the All-Star voting. Him and Michael Porter Jr. both have had very quiet, incredible seasons. But for me, that game is all about the front court. Jakob Poeltl is not slowing down Jarrett Allen or Evan Mobley. I think the bigs are going to be able to feast in that game. Scotty Barnes is going to be able to lock down whoever he wants to lock down. I understand that part, okay? I like Quickly. I like a lot of guys in Toronto. I think they have a sneaky good team. I just don't think they're going to be able to do anything against the 7-footers. Nas Reed said LeBron going to average 30, 15, and 12, and that's coming from an NBA player, guys. Nas Reed is in the chat right now saying that LeBron's going to average 30, 15, and 12. That is an NBA player saying that. I trust him. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. I recognize the name, but please let us know who you are and where you're calling from.
Kai from Long Island. What's up?
My guy Ty from Long Island, one of the Long Island boys. We haven't heard from you guys in a long time. How are you doing, brother?
Brother, how you doing? I'm good.
Good to hear from you, brother. Do you have any predictions on tonight's game, or did you have something for the first round? What's up, dog?
Celtics are going all the way.
So you're one of those New York, Long Island guys that still roots for Massachusetts teams?
Yep.
Dude, I don't know what breed that is, but that's a rare breed of white man to be like, I know I got New York right here, but I'm going to still root for the Celtics. Is Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown the reason behind it? Is it the coaching? Is it the depth? Is it Derek White? Tell me why the Celtics are going all the way.
Let me just say this. We were the only team that was top 4 in both offense and defense throughout the regular season. And that was without a top 5, debatably top 5 player in the league.
It's absolutely true. Yeah, you're spitting straight facts. I think they have the best probably duo in the East. You say they can go to the finals. Do you think they can win the finals?
I think it's going to be them versus Spurs, and that's going to be a close one. I don't think OKC is beating the Spurs, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a really, really tough one. I'm excited for that series. Do you have a series in particular? I've been asking people all the time, like, do you have a series in this first round that you think goes to 7 games? I have it as the Lakers and Rockets, but there's a lot of people saying that Knicks and Hawks is going to go 7.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say. I think the Hawks looking pretty good right now. I don't think, there's a little bias as a Celtics fan, but I don't think the Knicks are that good of a team. I think.
Are you surrounded by Knicks fans?
Yeah, all the time.
Are they smart people, or are they irrational people? Are they Latino?
Nope, they're very. irrational
Don't say the R word,
people.
yeah.
I think they've overhope, kind of like the Cowboys. The Cowboys in the playoffs. They think they'll make it all the way.
Cowboys, Knicks fans, epic handshake meme. I absolutely love it. Ty, thanks for calling in, bro. If you want to win money from me, I'm doing an NBA playoff bracket challenge. There's a link in my TikTok bio, so sign up for that, join, and try to win some money, okay, bro?
Okay, Zaddy, yeah.
All right, bye-bye. He called me Zaddy. Tatum can't even beat the Knicks. Adrian, I'm going to say this, and I want to clip this out. This is probably my only clip from the show because I've kind of sucked all day. Yeah, skibbity. What up, Ty? I think Tyrese Maxey is the best player in this series. In the Celtics and Sixers series, I think Tyrese Maxey is the best player. I know Tatum is very good both ways. I know Jaylen Brown is very good both ways. Tyrese Maxey, for me, is the best scorer in this series by far. If I tell you, hey, I need you to go out and get 45 points, he says, bet. I don't think Tatum can do that. I don't think Jaylen Brown can just go out and get 45 if I ask him to. Those guys are better on the defensive side of the ball. Absolutely. But I really, really like Tyrese Maxey to go out and get a bucket. I also don't necessarily trust Jason Tatum down the stretch. He's an NBA Finals MVP. I know, brother. I know. He's had clutch moments. He's also had some moments where he completely just disappears out of nowhere. Okay? Jaylen Brown has been that consistent guy all season. I've worried, though, when it comes down to it, and this team is down 3, and they need a bucket. Who's shooting the shot? I could see it now. Tatum has the ball. He drives, dishes it out to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown pump fake, drives in, dishes it out to a wide open Peyton Pritchard. Bang! When I look at every team, I'm like, dude, it's Skibbity Tax is in here. No ball knowledge. He didn't win the Finals MVP. Yeah, you're right. As it left my mouth, I knew I was wrong. Who did win the Finals MVP that year when the Celtics won it, guys? Jacob said Tatum healthy is better than Maxey. Maybe. Jaylen Brown won it that year. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Skibbity Tax. I made a mistake. What should my punishment be? Karaoke? I should have to do live karaoke. I'll do that tonight. We're getting one caller. You really confident Knicks are going to have a fumble? I don't know. Good luck on that 1K, LOL. Yeah. Call Andrew Rizzi. He can call me. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ Widescreen Radio. Which name were you calling from?
I'm calling from Onalaska, Texas.
From Texas? Dog, do you want to remain anonymous or do you want to give us a name?
My name is Colton.
Colton from Texas, my guy. You're calling in. What part of Texas did you say you're from? Is that more Austin, San Antonio, Houston?
It's by Houston.
Okay, so you find yourself a Rockets fan?
Yes, I do. But
Side note, before we talk basketball, you saw Will Anderson sign an extension with the Houston Texans.
Yes, I have a question. So, how do you think? I am a Rockets fan, but
Okay.
I also do like the Hornets a lot.
Yeah.
How do you think LaMelo is gonna do in the playoffs? Do you think he's gonna try and trip a player again, or what?
You know what? Maybe. You can't ever count LaMelo Ball out from something like that. Or beating up the mascot. Did you see he did that after the game? He punched the mascot.
Oh, he did do that? I didn't even know that.
It was hilarious. But yeah, LaMelo had 30 points in a very inefficient style. He was 2 for 20 from 3, basically. I think he's going to improve shooting numbers, but ultimately, for me, I think the heart and soul of that Hornets team right now is Miles Bridges. Additionally, with this game in particular, I don't like the front court in Orlando. I don't think Wendell Carter is a very good basketball player. He doesn't look good in that system. I think Cockbrenner and Diabate are going to have a very good game. I think that's where it matters here. But yeah, in this series against the Pistons, if they move on, I think LaMelo will do well, but he's probably going to have Cade Cunningham guarding him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Is he your favorite player?
Yes, he is. Right beside KD.
So it's KD and LaMelo?
Right, yep.
That's a pretty good squad, bro. Do you play any sports yourself? You sound like a football player.
No, I play basketball.
Oh, you do play basketball. Are you a guard or a forward or center?
I'm center.
Oh, so you're tall. Give us your stats.
What's it called? I play for middle school.
Oh, okay.
I average 12 points, 2 assists, and I think 6 rebounds.
Are you 6 foot yet?
No, I'm 5'11".
Okay, but do you know what height you're gonna get to or projection?
Prediction, I'm supposed to be like 6'4".
Okay, so one piece of advice I'd give you, I played basketball a little bit, and I played sports growing up and in college a little bit. 6'4" is not a center in the NBA. So you're going
I'm aware of that.
You got to work on your ball handling skills, your dribbling more than anything, and work on your shooting, and you'll be primed, dude. Because 6'4" at like a 1 or a 2 is going to be really, really good in the league.
Yeah, I have worked on my handling. My handling is very good. I just can't shoot for shit, bro.
Dog, all it takes is a lot of practice, man. Steph Curry wasn't a good shooter until he started shooting 1,000 shots a day. So get those shots up, keep dribbling, and brother Colton, I'm doing an NBA playoff bracket challenge. There's a link in my TikTok bio. Fill that out, and the winner gets $100. Whoever gets it right.
All right, thank you so much.
Of course, bro. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon, Colton.
All right, have a great night, man.
Peace. Justice Ness is in here. My guy Ace is in here. Dez said, bro, if LaMelo plays smart, they could honestly go pretty far. I don't know if he's going to. Did anybody hear what Nick Wright said about LaMelo Ball? Nick Wright called him a clown. He said he's been a clown, he'll always be a clown. Man, I don't have anything to post from this show. I better say some funny stuff tonight on the postgame show. So, fellas, tonight at the end of halftime of the second game, I'm going to be going live here on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Appreciate everybody who's been typing and calling in and jumping in the chat, and all the follows have been very, very fun. If you're in here, you have not hit the follow button yet, please hit that follow button. It helps me grow. It helps me show. Like I said, I'm going to be live again tonight. I'm going to be live on Saturday, on Sunday, on Monday, on Tuesday. I'm going to be live every day for the next 30 days, guys. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your lovers, tell your brothers. I'm going to be live, talking ball, taking calls every single night after postseason basketball games. And right now, I'm taking our last call of the day. What is up, brother? You are live on TBWZ widescreen radio. You're the last call of the day, so bring the heat. Brother, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Jaden. I'm calling from Houston, Texas.
Jaden, you're from Texas as well?
Yep.
So I was in Houston this summer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the whole downtown Houston area, it smells bad.
I wouldn't say it smells bad. It just smells like kind of off.
Is it because there's like oil rigs around, or what's going on with the sewage?
Yeah, it's most likely the oil rigs.
Yeah, it's the oil. Do you know anybody who works on the rigs?
No, I thought I had someone in my family work on the rigs, but I think I was wrong.
It's okay, Jaden. I know you love sports probably, right? You love sports?
Mm-hmm.
And you're
a huge fan.
I love that, dude. And I bet you play ball and your dream is to become a professional athlete. But if you do not grow up to be a pro athlete, what job do you want when you grow up?
I would most likely want to be a broadcaster.
Well, dude, you are talking right now live on a sports radio show. So, dog, I'll give you the microphone. My friend Jaden from Texas, who wants to be a broadcaster when he grows up, what did you want to talk about today, bro?
So basically, I saw your predictions while I was watching the live.
Yeah.
And what I want to say is, like, those are some good predictions, but personally, I'm a biased Rockets fan, so
So you think the Rockets are going to beat the Lakers?
Yeah, it's most likely going to go to 6 games.
To 6? Do you think it's because of the size of the Rockets, because of their offensive rebounding, the coaching? Kevin Durant is going to just take over. What do you think is the X factor for the Rockets here, Jaden?
The X factor is definitely going to be Kevin Durant. I mean, he's averaging like 27 a game. I think the reason we might lose, I don't mean this in an offensive way.
Okay.
But Ime Udoka, he's calling up some kind of some weird plays. And I don't really like the plays he calls, because those are the kind of plays that make us like lose games and everything. But he's a good coach and all.
Do you think the Lakers have a coaching advantage in this series with JJ Redick and LeBron?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely do. JJ Redick has a lot of experience in the game of ball. He definitely knows how to call plays.
Yeah, he does. Jaden, did you notice a difference in this team after the Kevin Durant burner stuff happened, like camaraderie wise, or do you think the team's kind of been consistent throughout the whole season?
I didn't really notice a change. I just saw like he started losing a lot more games.
Do you think Amen Thompson is better than his brother Asar, who's his twin brother that plays for the Pistons?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm a biased Rockets fan, so if you ask me a Rockets question, like I'm always going to take the Rockets.
Obviously, you guys are the 6 seed, or I'm sorry, the 5 seed this year. Let's say Steven Adams doesn't get hurt, and then let's say Fred VanVleet doesn't get hurt as well. How far do you think this team can go if they were fully healthy?
If we were fully healthy, I would definitely say the conference finals. I don't think we're like experienced enough. Well, we are, but I wouldn't say we're going to the finals with like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, the Nuggets, all those other teams.
Yeah.
Like the West is like stacked. You know what I mean?
Super stacked. Brother Jaden, this was awesome stuff. Do you follow the show?
No, I will follow after this.
Dope. We're also doing an NBA playoff bracket challenge. It's free to enter. Winner gets $100. There's a link in my bio. And Jaden, you were so good at this, bro. Whenever you want to call back, dude, I'm here for you. Call back whenever you want.
All right, thanks. I'll be back soon.
Awesome, dog. We'll talk to you soon. God bless you, Jaden.
God bless you too. Bye.
Bye. Fellas, that's the show. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be live again in another like 3.5 hours-ish. So at the start of Game 2, at the start of the second half of Game 2, thank you, Ace, for the follow. At the end of the second half of Game 2, I will be back live on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Twitch. One of the biggest ways to help me if you guys enjoyed this show and you had a fun time is to go onto Twitch and to hit the follow button over there. That helps me grow a lot. Zach the GOAT with the follow, Z-A-C-H. That's Zach the GOAT. That's Gabe with the follow. All of this is so helpful, guys. Watching the show on Twitch is huge for me, or on YouTube as well. But if you just prefer this app and you want to stay here, totally fine with that. Teriyaki with the follow at the buzzer as well. Like I said, I'll be live. We have games in about 20 minutes. I'll be live again at the end of halftime. Thank you, Scotty. I'll be end of halftime for the games tonight. So if you're on the West Coast, if it's not too late, if you're in the Texas area, the Central Time Zone, and you want to join the show, please join back in tonight. Thank you guys for following. Thank you for being a part of this thing. Like I said, if you have it within your bones to open up the Twitch app and follow me on Twitch and watch the show from there, you can join our Discord. We're building something really big right here. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. Thank you guys so much. I love you so much. I'll see you by TikTok. Bye. Wow, really good day on TikTok, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Man, that was really fun. I didn't really cook up any clips. I didn't really cook up a single clip. And usually I say funny things. Today, not a single funny thing came to my head. Because the whole time I was just thinking about rest in peace to Garrett Anderson. To the entire Anderson family, to all of Tustin, to all of Angels baseball family, I love you guys so, so much. Hopefully I say something funny tonight. Because I need things to clip. This show was one of the hardest things I've ever done, for sure. Probably the hardest show that I've done ever. Oh, man. All right. YouTube people, I got to go away because I get in trouble for copyright stuff. So YouTube people, thanks for watching. Like Mike, you are the absolute man. If you're watching in YouTube, I got to go away now because I'm going to play some music. But I'll be live again tonight at halftime of Game 2. So hit the subscribe button. You'll get notified when I'm live. Or come over to Twitch and you could get a notification when I'm live as well. Love you, YouTube people. Bye.